welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks, do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Hey guys, we did it. We have got rid of Willy. Huzzah!
Wait. Oh, I see.
Sorry, I forgot to change the cameras.
I was like, this is an interesting background for me.
Hang on, I need Corey to be there.
Goblins.
Not goblins,
Goblins.
just me. And Aisha needs to be there. Musical
John,
chairs.
you are a goblin. Don't lie.
What? No, I want to be a troll. I want to be a troll.
There I am.
In the non-internet sense. Okay, hello friends, there we go. Everyone is in the right places. Welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK and welcome back to the Feywild as we jump into the fabulous Wild Beyond the Witchlight one more time. We are going to be giving away some tasty goodies, so make sure that all of you lovely folks have the chance to win by writing !enter in the chat box over there, and you can have the chance to win Skull Fort from CZRPG.
Whoa.
Or the Corrid Clans, which is the fun Feywild stuff that we're playing through at the moment. Drop them into your campaigns, play them as one-shots, whatever you fancy. Awesome stuff from the fabulous Dan Karn. Although, and I am kind of polishing my nails over here now that Dan Karn has fully adopted the logo that I inspired.
I got his book yesterday.
Nice. Oh, that arrived nicely.
I saw that on Twitter, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I got the physical copy of Monster Weaknesses of the Multiverse. It's
That
good.
looks like such a
Excellent.
cool book.
I'm so gutted. I was watching the Ghostfire Games podcast. You know, James Hake, friend of the show.
Yeah.
James Hake. He
Friend
says,
of the show, just
friend of the show.
casually.
As in, this time tomorrow, I'll be playing with him. There he is. Boop, boop, boop. Memory job. Reverse honey heist. 24 hours and counting.
Dun, dun.
And I was so gutted because they were talking. Like one of their email questions was how to deal with combats in non-combat ways. And I was like, "There's a book! There's a book!" It's like shouting at the screen.
Like,
into
do
the
I
void.
have the person for you?
Unfortunately.
Platinum bestseller,
Unfortunately,
multi-copy award winner.
I was watching on YouTube a week later, so
Oh,
it was all for naught. It was all for naught. But never mind.
Into the void.
Yes, the Weakness series is so good. Definitely. Definitely check that out, Ziggy. It's awesome stuff. Okay, so big thanks to all of those lovely people in that pre-reel. Special shout outs to Dan Karn and CZRPG for sponsoring our giveaways. As I said, CZRPG will be giving you a copy of the Skull Fort, a nice one-shot location to drop into your games however you fancy, and the awesome Dan Karn, Frictionless Dan, the Plasmoid arms dealer. Magic item purveyor.
You know the
trench coat wearer.
Yeah, the one that he just saving Commodore Crux.
Yeah.
You are facing a plasmoid gang called the Amoebros.
Yes.
Yes,
indeed. Yeah, there are lots of fun Spelljammer stuff coming out to supplement the fantastic Light of Xerxes campaign, which we shall definitely be delving into as we are with all the stuff here in the Feywild. Once that is done, including one of the trio of spectacular things co-written by Billy Grimm.
Yes, that's right. I am a content creator. Thank you very much.
No.
Nice.
I know, you can all say you knew me when.
And I will.
I can't wait for like the time I interview and you're like, so what was it like being a content creator before you were a content creator?
So long as we're not saying, I knew you when you tried to release that Spelljammer thing and it didn't work.
So have you gotten over the shame? Has the hate mail stopped?
I mean,
The cease and desist order from Wizards of the Coast.
Well, I think,
does that still apply?
Are there any movie studios that might be sending Dan cease and desists for the saving? There's a Saving Private Ryan cover on the front of that.
Right.
That's
I always
fair
remember watching Saving Private Ryan for the first time. It's like that whole opening section, and they finally get up to the bunkers and actually get past the machine guns and survive. And it was like, oh yeah, breathe. So I just did not breathe the whole time. It was like, oh my god. Oof. Okay, so my friends, let us dive back into things here as we are getting things kicked off for today. Our adventurers are travelling around to the various clans of the Corrid, Feywild creatures with very tough hair and very beefy boys and girls, all of them, and they are trying to impress them, the various clans, so that they can bring them on board and secure their support in the upcoming conflict against the hags of the Hourglass Coven, who've taken over this domain of delight, Prismere, from its original Archfey leader, Zybilna, Willie's patron, because he's not a wizard. Not a wizard. Hashtag not a wizard.
we have to keep reminding ourselves every time, yes.
Inspiration going to Daisha. Thank you very much, JR.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yes, we're all a bit light on the crystals, folks, if you're feeling generous. And Baron's not here yet.
We can't just keep asking Baron to donate help. That feels
Yes,
bad.
we can. I do not mind.
No, he's gonna be in a floating skyship area in a minute.
Well, we can't ask Baron to do that, but we can ask Stephanie to do one more click on Roll20.
You can do it.
Excuse me.
2 clicks.
Pardon,
Got
Two more
it.
clicks. Okay.
pardon me.
Good and
Can
bad,
the wheel be good and bad, or only bad? There's a lot of good ones in there, Ziggy. You can max out any of their stats to 20.
Yes.
Some of them have been coming.
He wants to
close.
know if he can ruin our day. That's what he's really asking.
Not sure.
Right.
Okay.
They've got
thanks,
chaotic
man.
seas
I really
right in their
appreciate
name,
it.
so
Chaotic rules. We do like that. Hey, Rolljax. Grim Samson with some
Big
horror
fireballs.
inspiration. I see you. I
Can you tell
saw you
from my
milking their sympathy with that delicate cough before, Corinne.
It's not. I could cough more delicately if you like.
It's a fever.
And this is why I'm not on camera today.
that's a cough.
Yes. It's
I was
okay.
also
Yeah.
partially choking on my coffee.
Your chibi is delightful, so it's okay.
It would be the face I could make if I wasn't half asleep at the same time.
Looking forward to the Lawmakers podcast. Well, Robblejax, I get to
Recording.
have a little chat with Corey later on today.
Yeah.
Woot. Looking forward to that.
Woo.
Okay, now,
So
friends.
many questions.
Last time, our adventurers decided to go and help out the members of the Flint clan, who were being driven spare by the strange tapping and strange. Hey, 225, how do you, mate? Good to see you.
Garrett! Buddy, good to see you.
And they were looking into the problems that were being experienced by the Flint clan, and they were being driven to distraction, you might say, by the nasty little mites that were burrowing around in the rocks nearby and causing all this sound. They, as seems to be the way that seems to be very popular with all of these Korred clans, they blamed it on the Briganox. And of course, they do love to blame everything on the Briganox over here. And as our adventurers went to figure out just what's going on, as Daisha goes to yell at Mason. Just because he couldn't be on stream this week, he has to get his voice on stream somehow.
He went in the room, Colby. He went like that.
Nice. Our bold adventurers, hey Daisy, were subjected to these mites. Very nasty little curse that they have. The blood-boiling hex, which tends to send people a little bit angsty, which is what was afflicting the Flint clan as well. And our adventurers, if they did not want to be distracted and have a disadvantage on their turn, had to first, as a reaction, attack one of their friends. which the players took to mean verbally and physically.
It was. What did you guys do to each other while I was away?
If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. And
that's true. How bad was Corey?
It was really fun, though.
It was.
She was having a
was very
Wendy
cathartic.
Darling fight with her.
Yeah, you were just fighting with your
shadow.
dad.
Oh my god.
It was amazing.
That being said, self-inflicted, not self-inflicted. Is my shadow self-inflicted? Does that count? Sorry.
So, they did manage to destroy the mites and return themselves to some sort of decorum. And then they headed off towards the Slate clan? No, Marble clan. Right?
Marble is made out of shell.
Hold on. I think I wrote it down.
I believe Marble was next. The Marble Extended Universe.
The Marble Extended Universe. Geminites!
Oh yeah,
Unite!
we got a granite medallion. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, you can get giving all these fancy, not only the current supports, but all these fancy magical items as well. Yeah.
Did they get? Wait. The Flint, Flint didn't give us the
No,
medallions of
Granite
Tremor
did.
Sense. Yeah, Granite did. Burdock did. Or not Burdock. Flint was. Granite was.
Murdoch.
Granite
Azil.
was Burdock,
Azil.
yeah.
Yeah. Burdock was Flint.
Indeed. So, my friends, what lies in store for our adventurers here as they move towards the Marble Clan's residences tucked away in the mountains of Yon here in the Feywild? We shall find out as we dive into today's Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Welcome back, everybody. Now, let us meet these intrepid adventurers, shall we? Going around the overlay from my good self here. It's your boy Quinn. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Daisha! Who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
I am Stephanie. I am playing a Yanti barbarian, and they are, they were ready to forgive everyone and felt so sad. And then Willie said that Daisha could, so now she's a little miffed. But nothing a nap can't fix.
Indeed. Or Snickers. Okay.
Yeah.
And moving on round, Corey.
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlet Song, she, her. Today I'm a little bit sick.
Cobble Chaos
Yes.
has already happened, but the VOD is on YouTube now, so I thought I'd put it up.
VOD is on YouTube tomorrow.
Oh, okay, coming soon.
Yes.
So ignore the bottom part where it
Coming
says
soon.
October 30th.
My voice is my voice is also dying because I was a kobold for 8 hours, so that was fun. But today I'm reprising my role as Corey, and since I have very little but only some context for what happened, I think I am in mutual standoff, crossed arms position, turned to the side with like this just furious, if you could tell through the mask, a pout, as like the shadow is doing the exact same thing, but the opposite direction. But like they're both kind of also glancing back at each other every now and then, being like, "No, I'm not gonna forgive you, but I'm also sorry because that was real mean." But fuck you.
Yes, everyone.
I won't be the first one to apologize.
Yeah, basically, it's a pride off right now.
Do check out the fabulous Scarlet Songs Cobble Chaos on YouTube as of tomorrow, and Lawmaker's podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Over there, including me soon.
Yeah, you're gonna be out in December for D&D December.
Okay, moving on over there. Evan.
Howdy, everyone. I'm Colby, and I am playing the Fairy Rogue and an Pastiche, who is a little more than embarrassed. But the last time we played, I had this thought in my head that like maybe this is something that like he and Maxie experienced as kids, but I don't know that they would have made it all the way over here. So, feeling very childish, but ready to kind of keep moving forward and put it in the past.
Moving on. That's it. And last but not least, Villigrim.
Hello, I am DM Charlie, and I play Billy Grims, a human fey-touched warlock who is here for a very personal mission to rescue his patron Zybilna. Billy has his nose in his journal, and he is writing down all of the horrible things that he said to his boon companions, so he can obsess, worry, and fret over them for the remainder of his adventure, and just wonder how he can make up for them. And on a personal note, I'd like to say, if you are here watching us, like the knight at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade said, congratulations, you chose wisely.
Thank you kindly, thank you. Yes, and we're celebrating this week a little bit. We had fun Halloween shenanigans on Sunday night, depending where you are.
Oh yeah.
Our budget Halloween things. We were just using snap camera overlays and things. But we do have our fun sessions coming up at the end of the week here, including our fabulous Honey Heist one-shot this time tomorrow, to celebrate entering my 5th year of DMing. This is Halloween. Halloween is my anniversary.
That is so great.
No worries, PSK.
Yeah.
Shenanigans, strong term.
No. Congratulations, 5 years. Well done. Well done. Can't help it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're awesome, dude.
Yep.
You make me feel old, John. You make me feel real. I remember when I've been DMing for 5 years.
4 years. I entered into my 5th year this week.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
You did
Reagan
it!
was still in office.
Go,
Yeah,
kick
no, that's
butt.
awesome, man.
Oh
That's
my
cool.
god, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, it has not been 5 years
Yeah, I was
since
like,
we were a year
hey.
into Japan. There's no way it's been.
Plus,
I-
this is me starting to DM. This is pre-strat and everything.
Right, yes.
Yes, this is
The
I
offline
did
session.
I mean, we were there for the beginning though, weren't we? So for a second I was like,
online.
oh my god,
Online,
I
yes.
count wrong.
But no, I was saying DMing. So I was offline for a campaign and a half before. Half of Avernus, and we did Waterdeep Dragon Heist offline, which I really want to do it again online because it's so much fun.
What did he? Dragon Heist is fun.
You have a talent for it, and it is clear that this is your
Oh,
calling.
yeah.
Thank
So it is clear it is your calling.
Yeah.
Well, I am blessed with lots of lovely players, so that helps. Now,
Aww.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
yeah,
Stop trying to butter up the DM before
Stephanie,
he
Scarlett,
kills
and
us.
Colby. Now,
Shush, I can't give him tomatoes. Oh,
3 out of 4
Hang
invites.
on, I'm trying to breathe.
uh-huh.
No, thank you so much, mate. Quinn,
Tonight's performance is going to be all, my guy says this. My guy.
it's like Willie says, "Will someone tell the DM that Willie says?"
Someone please.
Thank you, Jane.
We've been... How long have we been playing?
This
Because
group.
you guys started without me.
Hang on, I can tell you. 2 seconds.
Oh, I
When
have
did we
it
start?
right here.
By the way, I've also figured out we do need to. We have a hard finish now because I got word from my high school that I teach at, and they want me to shift to Fridays next year.
Oh,
So
no.
tick tock.
No, we gotta get done by
we
April.
started on December
yeah.
2nd. Last year was episode 1,
There you go.
December 2nd.
Wow, nearly a year.
Almost.
Mm.
Anniversary outfits. I just bundle myself in scarves.
Okay, my friends. So, speaking of, let us not keep these lovely people waiting any longer. So we just prattle away. Okay, so
We're
yes,
prattlers.
prattling. So yeah,
Prattling
let
good.
me return things to said Feywild Mountains, storm-wracked mountains, if you will.
Beautiful.
Kaboom. Okay. So, would you like to say anything, or are you are you going to just head straight to our marbled friends?
Marbled.
We'll just move straight forward. I would think that Emin would be unusually tight-lipped after the last experience. He was
Fair.
normally very talkative, but he's feeling a little
Pouty?
bit like a whipped dog.
Oh, he's so sad.
I think Victoria is going to help calm down the group. She is going to weave some jasmine and sandalwood through her hair as she's walking quietly, if only to calm herself down a little bit. There's a drip of wisteria at the ends, and hopefully the scent helps calm everyone's shit down. And the problem is, Shadow doesn't have a nose, so she doesn't know if it's working on Idonius, but she's just like, her arms have been like stiffly crossed, as if she's like trying to be warm, but she's not. She's just pissed. Apparently. I'd say, with little context.
Noted. Okay, so yeah, as you wind your way through. Oh, sorry, Corey. One thing we skipped as they were traveling towards the Marble Clan. There was a encounter with the little wagon and cloaked figure that you can see on the map.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh! What
Um,
happened?
it's wheeled up to them with the
Yes.
large, silent, cloaked figure stalking along beside.
Mhm.
A marionette play of your deeds unfurled as there
Oh.
were puppets of each of you, and
Oh!
and the play ended with you stood where you were in the mountains, and then it said to be continued, and the cloaked figure gave everyone an invitation for an audience with Endelin.
Yeah.
Okay. And we couldn't tell anything about this figure?
Nobody really looks into it.
See what happens when you're not here, Scarlet? We all drop the ball.
Just because I got the highest base perception.
Just to calm Scarlet's fears there. If you had it would have just collapsed into a cloak on the ground. Nothing.
Oh, okay, cool. We tried, Scarlet. It collapsed into a cloak on the ground. We tried to.
You liar. Deception check.
You guys insulted each other so hard, you made someone evaporate into steam. My God.
Stephanie's personal deception? I don't know. This is more performance than anything.
Is it higher versus lower?
Thank you for the info drop.
Higher.
Higher or lower? I'm not sure.
Higher. It's higher. If I'm not being performative, then it's higher. Sneaky.
Absolutely, yeah, boy. Absolutely. Okay. So, as you continue on your way after kind of perusing your tickets there, let me read what it said again, just to remind ourselves. Yon. Locations, not locations. Random encounters. Features of Yon? Nope. Arrival in Yon. There it is. The pageant wagon. Yes. So Corey, which one of your languages would you like to be written?
What do you mean?
Well,
On the invitation.
Yeah.
Sylvan.
Okay. So yeah, it's like a ticket, with a tiny puppet of you painted on it, and it says in Sylvan, "Good for one private audience with Endelin Moongrave, no strings attached."
Is the portrait of me with or without the mask?
With, I'd say.
Okay.
But everyone was slightly perturbed by the fact that this wagon seemed to know everything that you had done so far.
Did anyone ask
In
the
yawn.
wagon a question? No?
Say again?
The wagon? Did anyone ask the
Oh,
wagon?
it was like a puppet show.
Yeah, but like, did anybody ask the wagon?
No.
Alright.
We were all perplexed.
It was just the
We
the
discussed
majesty
the
of this-
wagon amongst ourselves.
Right. Didn't talk to the wagon at all. Gotcha. The puppets of us. Gotcha. I'm sure it's just a magical thing, but in my head I'm like, what if the wagon was the puppeteer? Dun.
Okay, so as you looking at your tickets and pondering the likeness, you make, hey Quinn, we've been playing for the same length of time. Nice. It made my DM hate me a couple of times by accident. Was it by accident? No. Was it? You continue on to the valley that you have been told is the home of the Marble clan. Emin, you talk to your friends about what you know of them, and they are a clan that prides themselves on artistry, aesthetics, and refinement. Their camp, from what you'd heard of it and when you visited last, was filled with intricate stonework, statues, and reliefs, utilizing every bit of free marble in the valley.
They're a little bit pompous.
No, just very creative. Yeah,
Just very okay.
and inspired. And as you arrive now, you do see things that you'd seen before, but all of the statues and reliefs and things look quite weathered. It looks like they haven't produced anything new for quite some time.
A suppression of
Artist
creative
block.
expression.
As you make your way
Very
past these,
specific.
as you make your way past these statues, and don't worry, there are not any very lifelike humanoid statues in poses of surprise.
Good. Good. We like that.
That'd be fun, right? Like a high-class Medusa that produces marbles. Pristine marble
I
statues.
feel like they'd get along, like a Korrid clan and like a
Potentially.
Medusa.
Potentially.
Just giving me ideas.
If they get petrified, can they like affect
Animate
their own
themselves?
stone? Yeah, can they animate themselves?
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
But anyway, as the rain starts to lash down, like a Sirenscape. Everyone do check out Sirenscape. Awesome stuff all the time. You arrive at an orderly campsite, ornamented with beautiful marble sculptures depicting dynamic beasts and intricate people. Not lifelike, intricate.
Intricate.
The nearby cliffside wall is carved into a beautiful relief of Korrids supporting the platform above. Which is grim. And there are a couple of Korrids kind of like shuffling about and scuttling across the open space as the rain really comes down.
Ah! Oh dear. The hood goes up a little bit further.
There's the thunder.
So I love this whole sound set because thunder is my favourite noise in the whole world. It's like, it's so good. Now I have a button I can just press.
Very special. So I think as they kind of move along, do they also look very downtrodden and like they haven't been able to do the thing?
I mean, it's difficult to tell because the weather's got them just kind of like bunched up and scuttling along. How's the volume chat, by the way? Give me a shout if it's too loud.
As we kind of like, I think the rain honestly helps Corey cool off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's going Drew Barrymore on this shit. It's like, it's so
like-
wonderful.
And like,
Right, it was
as,
Drew
like,
Barrymore, wasn't it? Recently.
Yeah.
As she like kind of pulls her hood up, and the rain gets, like the lightning strikes and the rain gets soaks into parts of the open, various patches that she hasn't been able to repair on any of her clothes yet since we've been beaten up enough. And she hasn't really asked any help in fixing that. She kind of like leans into Juniper as like and kind of ushers anybody who wants to like kind of help take shelter by the owl there as we move along.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think
we're
there's
wearing, like,
there's a nasty wind as well, so you can kind of get into the lee of Juniper.
Yeah. Dasha, you wear like nothing. Come on, over here. Do your muscles keep you warm? Is that something?
Well, it's hard to moisturize the scales. I don't mind it so much.
I have some crushed root water if you need anything to help with moisturizing.
Just
I'm
funny.
fine for now.
I like how
She's huddled.
Colby went from insulting and attacking Daisha to playing another character in Candlekeep and just straight up killing Wanty.
That is true.
Rude. So rude.
They did a bad thing.
Very nasty people. Yeah. Speaking of the wheel of shenanigans coming through clutch. By the way, Scarlett, who would you like that one to go to from before?
Oh.
I will allow DM's choice.
Dice!
Yeah,
Power,
buddy.
Mav.
They were bad ones, that's right, Daisy. No problem. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daisha.
Yeah.
Hey.
Daisha and Corey sitting in a tree, spinning the wheel and see what we can see. Oops, all con.
Yes.
It's like,
That means
do your
you're
muscles
on the
keep you
cross
warm?
What is it? Flexes like a like you suddenly have a cobra's hood and it just covers you from the rain.
Nice.
Oh, that would be interesting.
How long does the Oops All Wisdom last? Because I still have it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
That's a good point. I have
I usually-
common dex still at max.
Yeah, I usually do it like an encounter. So let's say it lasts for like one of the clans.
Okay.
Okay, so it
let's-
should be gone now.
I'll
Yes.
I'll sort them. I'll sort them.
And cool.
Because I popped into my
Ooh.
character sheet and I'm like, I'm not wise, so.
That strength dropping back down to 9 hurt.
Hey, it worked for the clans. That helped
Hey,
for the
you
Granite
know
clan
what?
like a lot.
Fair enough.
So yeah, back to +1 wisdom, Daisha. Sorry.
Is
That's okay.
Billy getting wet as well? Like, does he need some protection from terrain?
He slow motion shakes the water from his head.
Willie, you'll note, is steadfastly.
Yeah.
What? Was I distracted? It was to
No,
me.
no, 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 no,
I
you're fine.
said-
It's like,
They shake the water from their hair, and I said hot right before you started talking, so that's
Oh,
why I was like, sorry.
oh.
I made
Well,
everybody
you said
laugh.
hair. It's confusing. I shaved my head once 22 years ago and never came back.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
so Willie, you'll note, is just kind of walking dejectedly in the rain. You know, that stoic expression. If anybody says anything to him, his eye line goes like to the side of their head, like to the ear, and then slowly moves up and over and tracks along the eyebrows, and then comes down the other side and orbits the face, never quite making eye contact, but looking in that general direction. And it's like, I am fine with the rain. Thank you for asking for it. This is quite refreshing.
is it in shame or is it in anger?
It sounds like you'd need to make an insight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I'm not the DM, so.
May I?
Be my
May I
guest.
insight check the brat? Ooh, that's a natural one on purpose. That's me.
That's so funny.
I water gets in
my.
my eyes.
Yeah, it's just the sense you get from Willie is that it's neither shame nor embarrassment. It is anger. It's embarrassment for having violated the genteel rules of behavior that were beaten into him. Well, not beaten into him, drilled into him by his parents in the Dalelands. Because proper comportment is very important.
Yeah.
And to have spoken
Having
so
to.
brusquely to his friends, his family, is completely unacceptable. So
You would have been delegated to the leftover cold strudel from yesterday.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would have been
Well,
sweeping up the clock shop. Yeah. so.
I think it's like if Corey reads this on Billy's face, I think she goes like just generally to everyone, not like in a hugely raised voice, but in just a fairly like calm, because she had words with she only had words with Shadow Father. Right? Is that it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So because she didn't like outright attack anybody else, I think she's gonna go for the words. Oh, it was a curse, right?
It was a hex. Yeah.
It was a
Blood
hex.
boiling hex. Yeah.
My dears, words said under hex are much like words said without thought. You cannot help it. Sometimes do not blame yourselves and do not blame each other. Even if it's easy, she says, like glaring at the shadow against the bear that's like hiding.
Oh my god.
Corey, there is some wisdom to your words. I understand there is a tradition amongst the Dragonborns that if they have imbibed too much ardent spirits and they say things that are unkind to one another, it is the alcohol speaking, but not them. And so all things said under the influence are to be forgiven. You are right. You are right. It was
I
not
wouldn't
us.
say that. I wouldn't say under the influence of alcohol. I would say more under the influence of magic.
Oh yeah. I agree. I am saying this is a similar case. So like alcohol and the Dragonborn, us with the hex. So you're right. Offense was not meant to be given, so umbrage should not be taken by any of us. I, for one, apologize to all of you, and And if you have any sort of compunction, you are forgiven wholly and blanketly by me. Let us
I
turn
can
to Zamalo.
read!
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that, Lipshin.
This! Are you cursed? Are you cursed right now?
Willie winks at Corey.
Corey like raises up both hands in a very tired gesture.
Mom is sick of this.
Juniper looks at that Corey and just steps between Willie and Daisha.
Just like, thank
I
you,
didn't
dear.
do that. He did that. Daisha says pointedly to the owlbear.
He's on my side.
Daisha.
Emin is gonna like buzz in between them as well, like guys.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Daisha.
I
like
didn't
to
say.
read to me later?
What did I say that was bad?
Daisha, would you like to read something to me later? I can't read everything.
Emin
I'm more of a
is gonna
speaker,
take
dear.
out he's gonna borrow no, he's going to buzz around Willie and like take a piece of paper and like a quill from him and like buzz
Just like
back.
yoink.
Yeah, just like zoop, and he's gonna sleight of hand it right out of Willie's pouch, and he's gonna fly in front of Dai and
hiding.
be like, "All right, now Dai, I think
Like-
maybe it would be meaningful for you to prove that you can also write."
She doesn't have to
No,
prove anything to
I-
you.
I'm kidding.
Daisha.
I know.
I'm kidding.
You're going to get punched through a wall again. You know this, right?
Daisha is going to abruptly take the paper and pen from Emin. She's gonna grab his wings as he's flying midair and
Ooh!
and turn him around and hold the paper on her back as she writes, "Ooh, what should I write?" As she writes, in like impressive penmanship, I was trained in a school more expensive than your tree, and like turn Emin around and put the paper in his hand and shove him away. This is
Willie
so
will
much
walk
fun.
over and he'll hand it
Destiny
to
is overjoyed.
I was trained in the school more expensive than your tree. Well, Daisha, I apologize. It appears you are literate. You misspelled trees, though. And hand it back to Emin.
You can't
Speaking-
retcon what I write.
Corey
Speaking-
like just straight up puts her hands up and goes, "Enough."
Speaking of descent into Avernus, as we
Talk
were
to them.
before,
Talk to them.
Stephanie
walk
has,
away.
right?
Stephanie has apparently learned nothing, and she could read and write something for you all in Abyssal.
Oh no!
That makes sense, though, doesn't it? I looked into that.
Oh,
As
I'm
this
pretty
Corey,
sure I
Corey,
picked it for a reason. Hold on, I looked into that.
this time was
you
purposeful.
picked it
I
for a
think.
reason. All right, Corey is like just straight up done. She's very much hands out. Like,
Emin is
Yanti-
rolling around.
No abyssal and draconic. Yanti know those
Oh,
two
that's cool.
languages.
Oh,
So
Yeah, Willie,
All
Willie,
right.
I am
Not-
just Daisha. I
I
am
just googled it because I
teasing you.
know it was there for a reason. Sorry, go ahead.
I am teasing you, Daisha. You are doing an excellent job of keeping those powerful emotions in check. It's my way to help you train. And
One
by
of
the
the-
way, stay on your side of the owlbear.
One of the Corrids, one of the Corrids comes over. Is like, can I help you, or did you just come here to argue with each other?
Yeah. We'll be
I
with you in a
wanted to
moment,
help.
little marble Corrid. It's fine.
Corey
Emin-
just sticks out a hand and completely turns to the Corey and goes, "Hello, dear. We're here to actually talk to you.
Me?
There was some blood boiling things that happened earlier. Please help me get out of this. I have a headache."
Emin, for the record, is laughing so hard that he's on his back on his shell, and like his wings are like buzzing out of the shell periodically, and it's propelling him around like on his shelf. And he's literally like buzzing around on the floor, just
like cicadas do.
laughing,
Yeah.
rolling.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
The courage.
Hello.
The courage, like, is what are you here for? Can I help you?
Well, and she turns to the others.
I'm
with, like, a
afraid.
very
I'm afraid our
pointed-
commissions are closed.
No.
That's
No.
a shame. You do such wonderful artistry, dear.
Once maybe.
What happened? Is it
Don't tell me it's got something to do with and he leans in and like kind of cups his mouth and is like, bitter end?
No.
Oh.
No.
It was those blasted Briganochs, wasn't it? Coming in here.
And then throws his hands up and like
defacing,
Every single
defacing
time.
our statues.
They defaced.
I suppose in some ways, I mean, they're working with her, but yeah, I don't know. Ever since that tragic day, we haven't been able to get the spark of inspiration that we used to have,
How did they ruin it?
Well, they just
What happened?
there was a brand new, beautiful, brilliant statue that we made, and they just defaced it.
Could you guys still have it? Could you show us?
No, it was destroyed.
Ah,
There was nothing to be done.
I see.
And you know why? Why create anything new if they're just going to come sneaking back in and have their little picks, the endless, incessant picks, chipping away at.
They are getting more and more irritating with every moment I hear about them.
You're
It's
right.
one thing to be annoying and pecking, and it's another thing to deface art.
We need to sort them out.
Mm.
Didn't the Queen ask you to do that? Have you not done that yet?
We were told to talk to everyone else. No, was that not it?
You chose to.
I say
We just think that safety in numbers. We've got a couple of the clans on board. We're here to help, as it were. And your art is so beautiful. We would be remiss if we didn't help you clear up your little art block.
Well, I mean, I get what you're laying down, but yeah, it's useless. What chance have we got against? I mean, I heard whispers that all three of them are here now. That's a full coven. No, there's nothing to be done. Just lie low. Keep your heads down. If we can't sculpt it into something pretty, at least it can protect us, eh?
Surely the creative heart of the Marvel clan is greater than any coven of hag.
I'm
gonna start it and you guys have to take it over from me, okay?
Yeah.
Once, maybe.
I was about to say.
Once.
Art is rebellion in so many ways. It defies what is and becomes what is. Why do you not let yourself choose?
Until it's destroyed.
It is
Then-
not destroyed, it can be remade. Once over and over, it regrows, it becomes new. You can
What's-
inlay it with gold, you can inlay it with roots and life, and it is the meaning behind the act of art that is the rebellion.
Well, if you lot are all such creative types, then why didn't you make
Can
something?
we help?
It storms off.
As they do that, it's like, I want. Fine. I'm going to go to the closest thing I can and just start making Ikebana happen. Rawr! I am going to bloom as many flowers as I physically can. Just wisteria, just countless vines, and just start making something.
As you do, there's a nearby cave, and there's a young Korrit, like peeking out from inside, and they're frantically gesturing towards you. Hey, come it.
As I like pull out like another bunch of wisteria, I turn around and I imagine the shadow turns around and it's like, yes.
They're a ways off, and they're just gesturing for you to come over.
All right. She neatens up what is a very nice display of different flowers in a vine pot, and then it's still fresh off the I'm sick of everyone arguing and making excuses for themselves and not doing, and just walks over.
Thirsty of you?
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Okay, they gesture you inside. And inside the cave there is a group of young Korrids. About 6 of them. And one of them, the one that ushered you over, steps forward. Everything you said is true. Art is rebellion. These old fuddy-duddies, they've lost the spark. They don't know what's going on, but us. We are the future. We are what the Marble Clan is supposed to be. Can you help us? We're still youngsters. We don't have the ability to shift and, change the marble like the Eldens do, but, well, there's a bunch of us. Not till later, mind you, because we'll have to do it without being spotted, but, during the night, we're going to erect a massive marble statue of the bitter end. And we're gonna make it so it's like it's a parody. It's gonna make a complete fool of her, and hopefully that will reignite the true nature and passion of the whole clan.
I do like a parody.
Right?
And I like a point made.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Look, you gotta help us.
And how do we do that?
Well, like I say, we don't have the ability to shape the stone like the others do, but and they gesture, and there's like a stone shelf with a bunch of masonry tools.
We're coming.
We can do it the old-fashioned way.
Why not? Villy, you've got experience with tools like these, no?
Nine. If they needed a small clock or something repaired, that. But carving the stone.
Can you work gear into stone?
You can make a gear of anything, so long as you measure and cut the teeth correctly. But it is more than just having gears. You need to know what you are building. And I hate to say it, fabricating something out of raw stone would take more time than I think they really have. It is a good idea, though, Corey. I am sorry, yeah.
I was just thinking of the puppets.
The puppets from the card.
The ones in the marionette. They're threaded. The way those seem to work are string and hollow wood, right?
Yeah. They are, if I understand the concept, it is just strings attaching to a basic form, and you pull it and it jerks, and then Willie will do that approximation of a marionette. You just jerk and it does the thing. Yeah.
Well, is it possible to do that with hollowed stone? And
You could do
rope?
it with anything, except for maybe water. Oh, yeah, I think you could. Yeah, I think you could. Indeed.
And this
Just a suggestion.
this is what we've gathered so far, and there's a bunch of marble in the back of the cave as well. Look,
Marble. Marble's actually a really soft stone to work with.
we can't do it now. We have to wait till nightfall.
Mm.
So, I don't know what you want to do. Do you want to go and come back, or do you want to hide out here?
I'm going to check with the others because I have no context. How
Uh,
tired am I supposed to be?
It's lunchtime. Basically.
Oh, food.
Well,
you can do like 2 things a day, like major things a day.
Okay.
So the
Right.
the infighting was this morning.
I see.
I'm wondering if there's anything we could do out in the wilderness that we could use in order to help shape this statue. But I don't know that, because Daisha has her axe over her shoulder and she's prepared to, hack the bigger chunks to get to our, our blocky shape. But is there anything we could do outside of here that would help us or be a good use of our time? And I can't think of anything that we could go out into the, into the rocky crags and make or do. I mean, we could go knock on the door of another clan and then come back here at nightfall.
If you think that would work.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Why not?
Little artist Corin, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but
Sorry.
you see, you had gathered to do this bit of subversive art, which I applaud and commend is excellent idea. But what was your idea to make this caricatures, this effigies, this parody of the bitter end? Clearly, you had some ideas, yeah.
We just wanted to make something that would be a mockery of her,
Yeah. Is what if we were to offer our assistance? Would you need us to do? Is there anything in particular that would help you with this?
Well, as long as you could, if you've got any ideas to share, then we're open to them, of course. But what if you've got if you're able to help carve up and stuff? But we'll have to be pretty stealthy about it. We don't want to alert the others.
Oh, you're wanting to make the statue without the elders knowing, because they will come and put the kibosh on the hijinks. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I mean, quiet. I can do quiet. But my work, I work with cloth and needle, thread, that kind of thing. I don't.
Why not make it a mixed media piece?
Sounds good.
Could
Sounds
do
good.
that.
Yeah.
I have. She pulls out some flowers.
You've got an interesting
I
idea
have
there.
access
She does like these marionettes and things. So if we made her into a marionette, flip the tables,
Hey.
right?
She'd be quite mad.
True.
there's a happy glint in Cora's eyes.
Either way, we gotta wait though. What do you guys say to seeing? In the meantime, we can go help out another clan, and as it starts to get darker, we come back.
Okay. Just make sure that when you sneak back in, you don't wake up the elders.
Well, sure. Right.
Right.
Guys,
We'll get everything ready.
Yes.
what do you guys think? Who we got left?
We have plenty of options. We have the Knoll of Obsidian, we have the Yana of Basalt, and the Mazelda of Slate, and Jagu, he was with the queen, so we don't need to see the chalk.
Right. John, would Emin know if any of the other clans have like a proclivity for like carving or like masonry
I mean, they're all
other than the granite?
yeah. They all work with the stone that they're
Yeah.
associated with.
Okay.
But artistically speaking,
Right.
not so much.
I am thinking, do you not have the ability to shape the stone? I mean, your brother clans, they just walked up to the rock face and made us the bedrooms
They
for
were-
the evening.
Emin
just
is
They were
gonna
young.
like elbow Willie and be like, they're too young for it.
They said that, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oops. I am sorry, I am so still wrapped up in my own
Okay, it's okay.
compunction for the things I said earlier.
I'm so glad that you and Daisha have found common ground.
Ooh, two
Yeah.
sides of the same
My
album.
guy
Anyway.
would like to stand and look sheepish.
I didn't do anything.
My guy agrees with her guy.
As we do,
Mm-hmm.
which one do you reckon we're up for? Would you like to be slated for something,
Um,
obsidian for something, or basalted with something?
Obsidian sounds interesting.
Let's go then.
It's a goal.
Okay.
Daisho jumps into a pipe.
Hey!
Goodbye.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay.
It was fun.
So, you you promise the young Corrids that you'll be back later, and start to make your way off towards the Obsidian clan's valley. Now, Emin, you know that the Obsidian clan are the warriors of the Corrids. The only clan that trains fighters, specifically.
Ah, okay.
If that changes anything.
No, I don't think so. Maybe they've got a handle on this whole Briganock situation, and or at least they've got some tips or something. That
Yes.
seems to be a pretty common trend.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way through the valleys in that general direction. And as you do,
I don't like it.
Keeping keen
a
ears and eyes out.
tumbleweed-
as you
tumbleweed
make your way towards the valley there, you start to hear the sounds of sparring that can be heard echoing off the rocks as you approach an elevated stone ring. A group of dark-haired Corrids stand quietly watching, surrounding two others, fighting with jet-black weapons. The older Corrid moves with ferocity, while the younger seems nervous, attempting to defend herself from the onslaught. Now, Emin, can you make me a history check?
Absolutely. Where are you, history? There you are. Fat 7 there, John.
Okay, yeah, you're not sure what's going on, I'm afraid. But yes, there's like, "Nah! Nah!" And the larger one, the older one, is just going to town on this younger one. What did you do?
Oh, this is rough. How far away are we at this point? Like, we can see what's happening?
Yeah, there's this group of Corrids around the base of this raised dais and this raised ring, and the two Corrids are battling on top. And then there's this group of them around watching, and you've kind of arrived at the back of that group watching. They're just watching silently. They're not cheering or anything.
Oh, okay.
May Willie make
Ooh.
an insight to perceive if this is actually some sort of rite of passage?
Yeah.
or like a
some sort of
punishment
test
or
that we
something. Yeah.
well, or a coming of age, because we don't want to
Right.
interrupt what could be a very important ritual tonight.
Right.
Corey would
Agreed.
also probably like to, like with the Fey Wanderer area senses, try to figure out the same thing.
I mean, you're welcome to read it. You're welcome to read it as you would. Like that's why I gave him in the history check,
Okay.
because of his knowledge of the Corrids.
Right.
So you wouldn't know 100%
Okay.
one way or the other. There are two Corrids fighting in the ring,
Okay.
and the other Corrids are watching. One is older, one is younger. The older one
Yep.
is being very aggressive and very, battling very strongly. The other one is looking nervous and trying to defend themselves.
We should just ask then.
Yeah.
Shall we approach one that's standing at the back and quietly ask
Tactful.
what is happening? Yeah, of course, tactful.
Yes. No. It seems accurate.
I mean, if we are wanting somebody to approach with aplomb and etiquette and manners, it should probably be Emin or Corey. You and I, Daisha, will stand back here and listen.
Emin, when Willie says that, he kind of like he places a hand on his chest. He's like, "Oh,
Just like, oh my god, he's talking about me.
Go find
Um,
out what is happening, Emin. Please.
Yep. Corey will
yeah."
essentially
No.
function as
As you are talking about this and deciding what to do, the larger Corrid lands a massive hit on the younger one, and they're hit so hard they're flung from the ring, and they crash into the ground on the outside. And the older one kind of gives a look of disgust, and then starts to head away from the circle.
What is the immediate reaction of the crowd? Cheers of approbation, or cries of like, oh, or just
Some of them go and are kind of like almost commiserating and saying, like kind of saying, it's okay, and then some of the others
Okay.
turn and they see you. And
I was
they're
gonna
like,
ask, like, do any of them go to help the one that got?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Okay.
but others turn and they see you and they're like, hello there.
So, does anyone require healing?
No, it's all right. This is a coming of age ceremony that we
Yeah, there it is.
all young Corrids go through. Yeah.
Are you? Can I? Was that like hesitation? That seemed quite upset. Can I see if I can? Do I feel like they are like being polite about the situation? Like there's way more to like personal in this.
I mean, what makes you worried about the ceremony?
I suppose specifically it's like the reaction of like peak disgust, like the talk about it, something that all young Corrids go through, made it sound like, at least to me specifically and to Corey, like it made it sound like they felt like it was quite harshly delivered.
Do you say that?
I don't say it, but I'd like to see if like I'm reading that off it. I'm like asking to insight, but I didn't know how to phrase it. Like, do they feel like that this was done too harshly? Or is this normal?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, it's a 9. I've got the squishy what is it? The Ravenloft
Yeah.
dice that came out? I'm just like, ugh. I don't remember applying you. Ugh,
I
wishy.
think as Emin kind of sees Corey like kind of rolling the words around in her head, Emin is gonna sidle in kind of close to the Corey that we're talking to directly, and he's gonna kind of like put a thumb over his shoulder, pointing at the one who's leaving, the bigger one, and ask him like, is it always that guy?
Yeah, Null is the leader. And when
There we go.
when the young Corrids come of age, they have to fashion their own obsidian blade and duel in the ring.
Mm.
Are they always this mad after one of them loses?
No. Null's never been the same since he went to the bitter end.
Oh.
There it is. All right.
He was outraged that the bitter end cut off Argantel's hair.
Mm.
And as the leader of the Obsidian clan, he travelled to Motherhorn to confront the hag about her abuses and challenge her to a duel. Ever since he returned, he's never been the same. Suddenly cruel. Not the, kind, loving mentor that he used to be. If you ask us, he's been bewitched.
Did they come back with any item on their person? Or
No.
something missing?
No, nothing like that, but they kind of look at Emin and Daisha. If one of you was able to knock some sense into them.
Are you saying that we... Corey quietly leans over to Willie. I think he's requesting us to kick their ass.
It would be assault, but yeah, I think we can do it.
It's assault or
listen,
basalt? We're in the
a
area.
consensual duel is a totally different matter.
I think if anybody can knock some sense into who is it? Noel over there.
No, yeah.
It would be Daisha. Yeah.
Yeah, what you need to do is, get one or two, good solid hits. You maybe knock some sense into him.
Or something
Emin,
out of him that's been put in.
Emin is standing on the ground next to Daisha, who is how tall is Daisha, Stephanie?
6 foot, I believe.
3 times his size. So Emin is coming up to mid
Puppy.
thigh on Daisha, and he looks up at her warhammer and takes out his rather diminutive by comparison rapier. And then he looks at the warhammer, looks at his rapier, looks at the Corrid, and says he kind of pats Daisha on the thigh and is like, "Yeah, I think you got this one."
I
I mean, they were looking at you because there was definitely a lot of swordplay involved
Mm.
with the obsidian blades.
Oh, okay.
Does it have to be with the obsidian blades?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question. No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
do we need to go craft an obsidian blade or talk a Corrid
Hell
out
yeah.
of their obsidian blade?
Crafting montage.
No.
I'm putting gems
Okay.
in mine.
I mean, we're literally about to do that with a parody of the hag. So
True.
that
But that's
was
for
the
fun.
crafting session. This is the strength score one, but not the strength score one.
Yeah, I mean, Di, you can go first, and I don't know. This is Emin's gonna turn back to the Corrid and say, "This is like a might makes right situation, right? This isn't no magic-y kind of stuff."
I mean, don't read too much into it. We just want you to slap some sense into him.
I like the way you think.
Hey, a fight is a fight.
Now? That's what Daisha wants to know. You want me to do it now? Seems like a bad time. She's skittish. She's skittish after fucking up 3 times.
Emmett
For-
is gonna take Willie's he's gonna slip his hand into Willie's pocket and look at his pocket watch. And he's gonna turn to Di and be like, "Hey, no time like the present," and slip it back in gingerly.
As
All his liberties being taken, Willie.
I know people are just stealing from you.
It's fine.
Um,
when he puts it back in, Willie will pat Emin on the head.
Fair enough.
as-
This is definitely like Emin's very quiet way of getting payback for the ladybug prestidigitation.
right.
He's showing Willie how easy it is to like just
and then Willie surreptitiously takes the pocket watch and puts it in a breast pocket.
There we go. When he does that,
Oh
Emin's
my
gonna look
God.
up at Willie and go like,
As you do, Corey is going to bloom a small group of daisies. And what else can I do?
Yeah, I got you guys. Whenever you need to do your crafting montage, I got you.
yay!
I've got she blooms a.
There it is.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god, yes! Oh, is this now? So
And
Corey
I also probably
blooms-
can't play the whole thing.
Corey blooms some field daisies and some dianthus into a small like little bracelet kind of for Daisha. It's like, you'll be fine. I have full confidence and faith in you, dear.
Mhm.
And I have
Um,
taste, so you're fine.
So you're giving your favorites like a joust.
Yeah, well, to some degree it is.
I'm gonna approach. I'm so worried about all the
The
like.
chords will start to be quite excited. They're like, oh, here we go. This is gonna be it. This is gonna sort it out. This is gonna.
And
get it all."
as that like verbal reassurance that Daisha isn't committing a heinous travesty that this one evil Korrid put her up to, potentially,
Yep.
like obviously they're not, but like that she was like, I'm being played, I'm being hazed. It's gonna be so bad. As everyone confirms that like, yes, this is what this is dope, this is jazzy, everybody's here for it. Daisha's gonna be like, okay, and like toss her war catch it and go running in. And
And she said, it seems like some of the chords had run off to get Null, because he comes stomping back. He's like, who thinks they can best me? You stand up in that ring, and I'll send you flying from it.
and Daisha goes and steps in.
Stop! Let's sumo!
Yeah.
With swords!
Hammers. I'm gonna get rocked. Watch it.
I am fully.
I'm prepared to get. I'm
imbuing.
already preparing my character to get rocked in the back of my head. Like what?
No.
You've got extra con. Don't forget to refresh
Mhm.
your character sheet if you haven't.
Oh yes.
It gives you more AC. Also, did
Who
we
gave
have
me
a-
that Oopsal con? Thank you, friend.
It was me actually.
Thank
by
you,
accident.
friend.
Yeah.
We are at full health, right? Because my character sheet's still saying I'm on death saves.
Oh shoot. Yeah, we took a
So
short
we're at full
rest.
health.
Sweet, thank you.
But I wasn't here.
Daisha and Willie, are you? Because you were fighting this morning.
But we weren't physically fighting,
I
were
don't
we?
want to retcon.
We
I
took
didn't
a
want to say
short
anything.
rest.
No, remember when we finished, we went back, they made the beds, and then we had a long rest. We spent the night with,
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
yeah. But I didn't want to correct you. But I'm full up.
No,
I'll
that-
take
yeah.
damage if you want me to, John.
No.
Yeah.
No, just double check.
Oh hell,
That's just spell
it's
slots.
okay.
Okay, so
I mean,
Daisha,
I'm a warlock. I sit down for 45 minutes and I get them back.
roll some initiative, please,
Ah.
Daisha.
Kick
Say it one more time.
ass.
Initiative,
Initiative.
please.
Oh yes.
You got this. Kick butt. Die shut. Die
17.
shut. Die shut.
Okay. So, the
Zoomies.
Korred. Look at this beautiful Dankan map.
Mwah.
So yeah, there's a bunch of corrids around here as well. They're much more animated now. Robert Hartley GM raiding in as we are just about to kick things off here. Hey Dread, how you doing, mate? Hello everyone. I hope you had yourselves a fantastic one shot. I was watching before we went live. It was splendid. Big shout outs to everyone over there. The Dead Aussie Gamer, Mendari, DM Dave, and Robert Hartley. Well done there. And absolutely fantastic stuff that I managed to see. Good to see. Good to see Dag playing his big robot boy once more time. Woo! Hope everyone's doing really, really well. Thank you so much for that massive raid, everyone. How you doing? We are QuestJunkiesUK. We play lots and lots of D&D and a couple of other games from time to time. As we are kicking things off here, they are trying to enlist the help of the Corrid clans in the Feywild here. And there is a one-on-one combat between our Daisha here, our barbarian Yuan Ti, and the leader of the Corrid clans here with his large obsidian longsword that he has brought into the ring. And they are just about to start dueling in the ring here. I hope everyone had a fantastic session over at Rob's channel there. Fantastic one-shot was going on over there. And if you'd like to see more of Rob and Dread, you can jump over here 24 hours from now and see us playing Honey Heist. We are going to be playing a reverse Honey Heist, to be exact. This time tomorrow, the fantastic Robert Hartley GM, thank you for that raid against that. Little Red Dot from Cobalt Press, the incredible author of the Critical Role campaign guides, James Hake, and AJ from Winter's Tales, and Dreaded GM, that fantastic person over there in the chat, will be joining us as Shadow Goblins, infiltrating a Bearfolk honey festival and doing the reversed honey heist. Do jump on in there and see just what lies in store for these fantastic ne'er-do-wells, and we shall see all of the chaos that ensues. Thank you for those follows, guys. Hope you had yourselves an amazing session, and I cannot wait to play with you all tomorrow, my friends. Yay, Honey Heist! Hey, AJ. Okay, so yeah, do not miss that. Alright, so Daisha, with a 17, you move faster. What's Honey Heist? Oh, ice cream. Honey Heist is where the players usually play as bears sneaking into a human honey festival and trying to steal honey from that and trying to pass themselves off as bears. But we are doing a reverse Honey Heist with the bearfolk of the Cobalt Press Shadow Realm, and the Shadow Goblins are going to be sneaking into a bearfolk honey festival, and we're going to be flipping that on its head. So do join us and see just what that's all about tomorrow, ice cream. Okay, so Daisha, you are there in the ring, kind of like arms out, like eyeing up your opponent as this, as wide as they are tall, Corrid leader Noll with their massive obsidian longsword just growls, like curls his lip. Come on then, let's have it. Let's see what you're made of.
Oh, you'll have it. And then Daisha, I'm going to rage.
Zoomies!
Daisha, like, this is Dragon Ball Z style rage for this one. I've already rolled the wild magic. Hysterical. Dragon Ball Z style rage. And out of, like, when she, like, goes Super Saiyan, if you will, instead of, like, Kamehameha, it's like it comes out of the top of her head, like this spirit orb, and, like, loops around. And then a flump appears.
Yay!
Flumps!
Just the lamest and best, like, ever roll. I hated it so much I even rolled another D8 to see what it would be, and I still got a 3. So it was definitely meant to be. It's an intangible spirit which looks like a flump, appears within 5 feet of one creature of our choice that you can see. So it appears next to the squattest cord ever. And at the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, for anyone not aware, and for our players, let us to remind ourselves of the awesome flumps
Hello.
Flumps, 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 flumps.
I'm so
flumps.
happy you're ready, but it looks so stupid. I could have done a flump or a pixie,
love
but a
them.
flump was definitely where it was at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's on the end of your turn it explodes?
On the end of my turn, it explodes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in with the Warhammer. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send it. First of all, Daisha feels like this is cheating, and second of all, she is a close range person. So
Nice. Now, just before that,
she-
whilst we have all these lovely raiders here, raiders, do jump into our giveaway for today. We're going to be drawing our winner at the end of the session. And we have the fantastic Skull Fort from CZRPG and the awesome Corrid Clans, which is what we're playing through here from Frictionless Dan. 2 giveaways today. Exclamation mark, enter in chat, thanks Scarlett, for your chance to win there. Jump on in, and we'll draw the winner at the end. Okay, sorry, Daisha.
So she's gonna send the flump like high up into the sky because I'm gonna be close range anyway. So she's gonna send the flump high up into the sky so that way when he does explode, it's just like fireworks at the end of every
Okay.
flump. So that's 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Just hits. Oof.
And that's going to be 14 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okay, let me see if we've got any resistances here
Sorry.
for our short king.
Oh my god, that would be awful.
Let's have a
Sorry,
look here.
has the flower pom-poms out again.
What are you attacking
Tosses
with,
a pin
Daisha?
in.
I am attacking with my +1 Warhammer.
Okay, good. Because
Magic.
they are resistant to non-magical attacks, so that's good.
Good job.
Okay, 14.
Great. Yes,
Okay, just the one attack rate.
correct.
So yeah, you just kind of like full on like anime, just like run across the rain-swept
Hell
arena,
yeah.
just like crashing down. Lightning just illuminates the sky above. As you go swinging across and your hammer spinning in your wrist and boom, slams into it. He's like, is that the best you've got? Right, let's see what we can do. And he, as the flump explodes above him, brings his obsidian longsword to bear. That is going to be 17.
Just hits.
Ooh, just for just. With 11 damage
Okay.
slashing.
Is that?
So it's halved to 5. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so yeah, just
Yes,
cuts
mages.
cuts into you
Okay.
there, and the flump explodes. I shall use my ping. Explode. And the Corrid like circles around you into the center of the ring. We got like full on like that Star Trek, you know. Okay, and it is your turn, Daisha. How about it?
He like is spinning the hammer by the strap and then comes in and just goes for the uppercut.
Mhm.
And that is going to be no. Oh, natural 20! Natural 20!
Hell yes!
Nice.
No shitty.
Nice.
If you're gonna focus
No,
at those
shitty
phoenixes
critical.
fly.
Let's go.
Okay, so
It's gonna be
Daisha, that is gonna
11 bludgeoning. Oh wait, no, what do I do for a crit?
Be, are you,
Hold on.
Are you using this
Max
two-handed or
damage
one?
Plus a roll.
Say one more time.
Is it one-handed or double-handed?
Double-handed.
Okay, so it's 14 plus a d10.
14 plus the d10. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Hold on. I got 9!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
23 bludgeoning.
Okay, so yeah, the
Hell
hammer
yeah.
slams.
Can I knock him? Listen, is it hard enough for me to knock him up into the next flump that I summon at the beginning of my turns? Can I knock him into that flump?
Ooh.
That
mean-
would be so cool.
The shove attack is a different attack.
Okay. Alright.
But within that 20, I'll say. I mean, the flump just hits people 5 feet. You said?
For flavor. I don't need
Yeah.
I don't need the points, John. For flavor
I
alone.
don't need the points. That's.
I don't need
careful.
the points. For
Careful.
flavor alone. Don't harsh my vibe, Kore.
I'm not trying to. I'm just being like. Careful.
Okay,
I
so
want to see this dude's ass kicked as much as everyone else.
Fair. Fair.
okay, so yeah, you You slam the warhammer into them. It catches them under the jaw. They go sailing up as the flump just like behind them and explodes. What's the explosion from the flump?
The explosion from the flump is. Hold on, I gotta click back. It is. You must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
What's the DC? Oh, doesn't matter, I got a 6. So roll damage.
Yeah. 1d6. 1.
Okay, so yeah, this is a little. Just kind of pops behind them. They're like, "Ow!"
That's so much better.
Knocked down
Though.
to the ground. He's like,
That's smart.
"Ow! Get here, you!" And that is a 22.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
That's going to be
Scared.
14 slashing.
So 7.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's your turn. Another flump for Piers.
Yeah. Say again.
Another flump for Piers. Yeah.
Oh yes, another flump above, and this time she's gonna come down, and that is a 10.
Misses.
He dodges.
Just parries with the
There's a big
obsidian blade.
crater. There's a crater in the ring. I'm gonna use my crystal.
Yes.
14. Doesn't matter.
I was like, where is it? So it's hidden under the under the spin the wheel thing. Okay. But yes, that is gone. Sorry, folks. Let me dig this crystal out of here.
Dig.
Okay. But yeah, that's a miss, I'm afraid.
Yep. No worries.
Okay, and
No
he blocks the hammer with his sword, and then just like slides it off to the side, and then cuts into your side with that for a 26.
That'll do.
For 16 slashing.
8. Okay. All right, I'm gonna come in again. I'm gonna summon a new flump.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Woo! Okay, so that's 12 bludgeoning damage, and I am actually going to back away and have the flump nosedive into him.
Okay, you get
Oh.
attack of opportunity. That's 24.
Okay.
For 14 slashing. And you back away. Yet the flump nosedives down, explodes. Dex save. Yep.
Yes.
What's the DC?
16.
It's a 4.
2 force damage. Woo!
Okay. And the flump.
I do it for the.
flips over
I do
there.
it for the flare.
He's like, just what I thought. A craven, a coward. Get back here. And he just comes charging over towards you. That is going to be 24
That'll do.
for 14 slashing.
Alright.
Oh,
The sweat. Starting to sweat.
Are you bloodied yet?
Bloodied is less than half, right?
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Okay. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Have you been taking that half?
And he is
Or
not?
Is that half?
Oh, that was halved, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So it was 14 half, so it's 7, or is 14 the halved?
No,
It's-
7. Yeah.
I have been having all of them.
Okay.
That John has so far.
Thank you. And by the way, he is also blooded. So you're holding your own.
Cool. I was like, is he not bloody
It's
yet?
not,
We're in
keep her
trouble.
off.
We're in trouble. Okay.
Take him out!
So he just pushes the battle against you there, driving you up against that claw-like outcropping of stone, obsidian stone there. Dragon glass, if you will.
Dirty 20 again.
Nice.
So Daisha's gonna be like, I need you to back up, and then come in with her warhammer, and that is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Magic.
Plump explodes above for effect.
Just for effect?
Just for effect. I'm
Okay.
not backing out again, and I'd have to do a dex save. I'm not gonna risk it.
Okay. He hits for 9 damage. No,
Okay.
10, sorry, 10 half to 5.
Okay.
Just the hammer and the blade clashing against each other as the sound rings out as the thunder peals above and the clouds are illuminated by the lightning.
17.
Just a moment, please.
Sorry. I'm
So
pumped.
excited.
Stephanie has the zoomies personally now, so.
Okay. So you said 17?
17.
Macy beats it.
That's going to be. Ooh, 16 again! 16 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Woo!
And... Is it 16?
16.
Okay.
Correct.
And as you drive him onto his last legs, he fails his third wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
And as you slam him down into the arena, he goes down on one knee. And there's just a clunk, clunk, as his obsidian longsword clatters to the ground.
Oh!
And his face looks up at you. Thank you. Thank you. It was so strange being trapped on the inside, looking out. Unable to control what I was doing, as if I was being puppeteered.
Daisha's gonna take her warhammer, slam it into the ground next to her, and like offer a hand to lift him up off his knee and be like, "It's a pleasure to meet you."
Where's Brafney? Brafney! And the young courage from before, the girl that was in the ring before,
Yeah.
timidly comes forward. He's like, "It's alright, child, it's alright. This one has beaten the bewitchment out of me." Ah! No longer will the bitter end twist my actions, darken my mood, and make my blade vicious and more violent than it was intended. Less, that is. And is turned against her. And he brandishes his obsidian longsword towards the upper right side of Yond, towards where the fortress of Endelin Moongrave is, Motherhorn. Correct!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Tasha?
I was gonna say, we actually came here to recruit you. You'd be so willing. When you turn that way, John, your nose disappears and it freaks me out.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's
He says,
It's the lightning. It's too powerful.
yeah, it gets you.
he says, yes. Fellow comrades, you have my apologies for this time that I was unduly harsh and unfair to you all. But that is at an end. As is the reign of the bitter end. Let us rise up. Let us rise up with our sisters and brothers of the other clans. And these fine warriors. The Hourglass Coven shall no longer hold sway in Prismia. And all the other courtiers are like, yeah, that's it, we'll fuck them up, yeah, we'll show them, yeah. And he's like, when the time comes, send word from the Queen, and you will have our blades. and there's just a cacophonous boom of thunder as lightning flashes and illuminates all of the obsidian blades of the Corinthians here as they rise them up in salute of Daisha, the warrior.
If I had not raged, I would have been so.
Oh,
it would have been so bad.
shit. It's DJ, yeah, thank you so much. Wow, 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, now
That's a lot of wheels.
there is a lot.
Yep.
With a situation like this, I like to stockpile them for other.
Right.
Corey weaves yet another winner's crown.
Yes.
They
stack.
They stack, and it's just like on top, and she said, "Told you could do it."
And
I could do it. I was
Also-
just afraid of fucking it up.
Yeah, it's alright. Fucking
Terrified.
up's part of the process, dear. If you don't fuck up, you don't know how to not.
okay, and thanks to the amazing generosity of DJM 1819 there, let us give each of you a spin of the wheel to start off with. And then we shall save some more for Jacinta's Tyranny. DGM, Jacinta's Tyranny will probably thank you for those later, as they
Oh no.
have angered the bitch queen herself, Umberlee,
Oh.
the evil goddess of the sea, as Patch very foolishly threatened her. And
Oh, Patch.
now they're in a Lord of the Rings type moment where they're in a river and there is a massive animated tidal wave swooping down from
Oh.
upstream,
Uh-oh.
going to
There is.
engulf them all.
Oh lordy.
So-
Of course there is.
I shall hope maybe able to help them out with that. That's perfect because is there 6 of them? Yeah. That's fine. So I'll get one as well for Umberlee. Okay, so you find people here. Daisha to the victor, the spoils. Spin. If it's a wild magic, we'll save it for the next combat. It is a wild magic, so pre-roll that D100 if you'd be so kind, Daisha. Corey
Sure.
coming in with a
Hey.
spin. Disadvantage crystal.
Oh, yes. The evil
Before
comes
the
out of the
crafting.
wheel. 28.
2 seconds. Okay.
No, this is before we start crafting, so dang it.
And Emin Pastiche.
Make it a good one.
We shall see. Oopsal strength.
Hey, back at it again, boys.
Say goodbye to your -1.
Goodbye and good riddance. Hello, +5.
That's it. Oh, Emin, you've got your sheet locked somehow.
Oh,
I cannot do it. You have to do it yourself.
that's interesting. Yeah, I've already taken care of it. Yeah. Let me refresh it. That's weird.
And last but not least, Billy Grimm. Spin. Coming in with a
Fall on surgery.
grow a size.
Oh lordy.
So as Willie cheers on Daisha, she's like, "Yeah, Daisha, yeah!" Kaiju,
Oh my god.
Kaiju
love it.
clockmaker. Rawr.
Oh my god. There he is.
Shit.
You look very
Right,
concerned.
shit.
You're like, what's going on? Oh, everyone, sorry, I did not do the proper shout-outs before. Big shout-out to Evan Blair Art for this wonderful character art about us. Check them all out over there. Okay, so, we finish things
I
up there. And you are welcomed into the proper celebration of the young Corrid's coming of age. And they're given place of honor. As actually, I think they kind of set up like this big kind of banquet, and they have like a top table, if you were, and all along it are all of the Corrids of the clan that have come of age since he was hexed, as an apology
That's
for their
cute.
overly harsh treatment.
Oh.
And everyone's very, everyone's understanding. They just redirect it as hatred for Endelin.
It's fair.
There we go. Yeah, that's.
Okay, so my friends. Over to you. Actually, if everyone's okay, can we take a wee bio break there?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's just take 5 minutes there. Sorry, I don't have a be back soon screen, so I'll just go back to our starting screen. So bear with us, folks. We are just going to take 5 minutes as we finish up in the land of the Obsidian clan here. Let me get rid of this turn order and bring you back over to this beautiful map of Yon. Where's it gone? There it is. Boop. New players too, sorry. Boop. There we go. Okay, so we shall return to our adventurers. Whilst we are taking this quick break here, my friends, you may take a short rest if you like.
Yes.
Daisha.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, and folks, do stick with us as we will be right back here with more Wild Beyond the Witchlight in just a moment. See you soon. And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us there. Let's take a quick break. But I did forget to get some water, and as you lovely people do like to remind us to hydrate over there in chat, I will go and grab that. Daisha, Corey, Emin, and Vili, as you are taking your short rest at this horrid coming-of-age banquet, and the dark thunderclouds are starting to disappear into the night darkness. You are making plans to go and rejoin the budding artists at the Marble Clan and sneak back in. So have a talk about any ideas that you have for this grand sculpture. And I will be right back as I go and get some water.
As we're kind of sitting around, Corey goes, I really like the marionette idea, especially after hearing what's happened to poor No.
Do we have anything for strings? Would we make beams or the strings of the marionette?
Well, if I start now, Corey just starts slowly pulling out vines. We've also got rope. At least I do. We've got about 50 foot of it.
If we could find a tree to build it under in the dark of night, then we could hang the vines from the tree.
We could. I don't know if that would be... This is why I was asking Lily about gears, actually. If we could create some sort of turning device that ran on wind power, given how many storms there are, it could rattle the limbs and such.
Oh, I see. I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you were saying that we would need to animate the marionette, not the mechanisms that move the marionette. So I am more than happy to try and fashion something. No, I am up here. You are looking at my belly button. Up here, Corey. Yeah.
No,
So
I
will
am
try.
looking at
I will
you.
try.
It's just hard to crane my neck that high, dear.
I am dizzy with the nosebleed from being up so high.
Are you going to be alright?
I hope so. I am feeling a bit lightheaded. But yeah, and I can help establish where the marionette goes and put it up so it will hang high and be seen by everyone around. Because, after all, what am I now, 10 feet tall? It is wonderbar!
Yeah, I could probably build some kind of, or fashion some kind of sail that we could use, for catching the wind, turning
The gears.
thing. Yeah.
And what is it? If we do not have enough statuesque stone, the other thing we can substitute is certain parts can be marble, and then other parts can be fabric.
Sure.
Does anybody actually know what the bitter end looks like? Because I've got to admit, if we compare all the sisters, I have no idea at this point.
Emin would not know. I would think that whatever they're using as the bitter end was probably established after he left.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we can always ask the little whelp if.
Yeah, the cards know. Yeah.
He knows. Yeah. Just describe it to us, and we'll close our eyes and we'll begin carving.
We defer to you.
Because you're not carving the statue, you're just digging it out of the marble. It's already in there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's how Michelangelo did it, isn't it?
Who's that guy?
What is it?
I think he's a total artist. Yeah.
Yep, total artist.
Famous.
There's that whole
famous
thing
total
with there's this whole thing where several very famous turtles formed a group and decided to make their home base in the sewers of Waterdeep. I didn't have one of those as a member of the party I ran. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, after the celebrations have died down, and you have to make some efforts to extricate yourselves and not stay with them and be subjected to their hospitality even more. And you start to make your way back towards the Valley of the Marble Clan. I would like all of you to make a stealth check.
Is this
I
where I
can
use
do
my
that.
disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh no!
Do I have a crystal, John?
So,
You do not.
even with disadvantage, that's a 15 on my end.
I got a 7.
I got a 13.
And I got a 19.
Hey!
You blend into the rock formations by flexing.
No, it's
Oh
I'm
my
just so
God.
tall I look like a damn tree.
Are there trees on this mountainside though? Like, is that not more sus?
Okay, so, bizarrely, as you sneak back into the valley, this giant warlock is very stealthy. And Corey's okay, but Daisha and Emin are just like bickering about something again. and stumble onto a loose, like slope of rock, and there's this little mini landslide down, and you see lights go on in lots of the caves, and I'm afraid your plans are delayed by an hour or so.
Damn it!
Until everyone's gone back to sleep.
I'm an idiot. I forgot I had passed without a trace.
Oh,
I got it with the
no.
I got it with the level up. I totally forgot I had it. My bad. Rip.
Now we know moving
No.
forward.
Would have been very
Do
different.
not- Do not be sorry.
My bad. I'm sorry. I still feel
No,
bad.
don't be sorry!
So yes,
like-
you are welcomed back by the elders of the Marvel clan, and they insist that you take shelter, and you kind of like all lying there pretending to go to sleep until they've gone to sleep again, and then you sneak out.
Yeah, like a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Okay, and you rendezvous with the youngsters again. What took you so long?
And Corey like glances back behind at Daisha and Emin, going,
I can't win them all, okay?
"You're doing mostly okay. It's the person who's usually very good at sneaking that I actually have more concerns about."
I should like away from Emin.
Hey, we do what we can.
Nay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you meet up with them, and you're gonna share your ideas for creating the statue.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you mention while I was grabbing water?
We talked about how we're going to turn it into a marionette, but with Villy's awesome super tinker powers, Emin's like costume design, and Daisha's ability to chip things with great gusto. We're thinking of making like a wind-powered marionette.
Don't
So,
forget about
like-
your vines that you've just been slowly sneaking
I've
and
been
wrapping
slowly
around your
growing,
arm.
like with the Druidcraft, I've been like slowly pulling out more vines with my rope. Going to make basically a part marble, part like other things depending on how much we have, marionette that can move with the wind of that's blowing around with all the storms.
Okay.
With like a gear, what is it? The gear mechanism that's made out of like with like sails that Emin's got like extra stuff and fabric for.
Okay. Well, let's see how well you create this design. So I need a performance check, please.
There it is. I knew it was coming.
So
See what we can do.
who is the best?
I am
have
surprisingly
+5.
good at this. I've got +9
Wow.
Oh,
because of my Feywild background stuff.
Nice.
Ooh.
And then like meanwhile, Billy
Um,
rolled.
a nat 20 for a 24.
Nice.
I'll allow it.
When you are
You're
tall,
perfect.
you do everything better. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, yep, so with that successful performance check, you create a wonderful design, and I think, Willie, that describes your intricate knowledge of clockwork and gears and everything. Okay, so that is 2 victory points. Well done.
Billy wipes one gigantic, half-cup sized tear. Papa would be so proud of me. Ha.
God.
Wait, so are we all rolling?
No, that's just to see if the design was properly created, the creation process
see.
of that. But anyone who wants to try and make their part of it can do so. It is a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
Mm,
So just straight dexterity?
I hope I don't do well and then it's missing a leg.
Also,
I went too hard.
Willie and Corey, can you make
Yep.
me a history check?
History check.
I got a 10
Uh,
for the hacking of things.
Hmm.
Is
I
it missing a
18.
leg?
What was
I
that?
defer to Corey. I only got to 14.
Okay.
I got an 18 for history.
Okay, it makes sense because I think Corey looked on the pictures more. You, Corey, recall the features of Endelin from the portrait in Skabatha's house.
That's right.
Oh.
So there's 2 more points.
All right, I would like to roll. What was it? Was it dexterity to help
Was it a
rope together
save?
vines?
Natural
or-
construction, yes.
Okay. I may use my crystal depending on how this goes.
Straight dex roll.
8. Yep,
Oh,
18.
straight dex. Okay.
At 18, okay. Daisha? 10, you said you got 10.
I got 10.
Okay, I'm in.
Unbelievable in that one. I got a 5.
Okay, so yeah. Emin,
Fabric snow.
yeah, Emin makes the sails without considering things, and it just catches the wind and tears a massive chunk out of the structure.
Oh no.
Willie?
Oh, I'm doing a dex check too.
You're just supervising?
Yeah. I mean, it's really
He was,
well
the,
with
he
the
was the
design.
visionary.
Besides, I am the tallest. The tall people, they manage.
Okay, well, with that successful supervision from Willie before, that was 2 points.
Yeah.
Corey's remembering of the features of Endelin
Mhm.
was 2 more points.
Yay!
And Corey's successful construction check was 2 more, for a total of 6. And if I may quote, in order to successfully build a compelling work of art, the party and Corey's need to achieve 5 or more victory points.
Nice.
Yes!
Nice.
Thank
So,
goodness Corey remembered shit.
despite a few setbacks, you are able to create this beautiful piece of art. And as the cold grey light of dawn illuminates the clouds in the sky above, creeping up from behind the mountains of Yon, out in the main square of the clan of the Marble Corrids, a wind snaps into the sails and catches it as this scathing depiction of the bitter end as a marionette starts to jerk and move. And as it does so, thanks to Willie's design, the pieces of marble start to clunk against each other. Clunk, 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 clunk. Clink, 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 clink. And one of the little Corrids just nods. There are no strings on us.
Yeah.
That's
There it is again.
So cute.
And the older Corrids at the sound start to wake and come out, and all of them marvel at the beautiful, satirical genius and the artistic endeavours of the young Corrids and yourselves. and enthused by the efforts of this next generation of up-and-coming artists, even without the ability to meld stone. They are re-inspired.
Dang right.
And all of the artistic, energy that was lacking from the clan washes back over them, and they become, quote-unquote, inspired by the incredible expression of courage and artistry that is this bold piece. Hang on, I'm trying to think of the words that get used. This bold, evocative piece.
There we go.
That's exactly what we wanted to convey.
Like the little white artist card statement by young Chorids and the gang. This evocative piece is a thoughtful thing on the tyranny of hags.
Illy. And yes, the Marlowe, who is the leader, who's the one you spoke to first, the one that was completely not digging things as they used to be, comes out and they're like, we cannot let the Coven's oppression keep us down anymore. When the time comes, we will join you. And they all menacingly brandish carving tools.
Carving tools are they're scary though. Like, what is it? The garroting wire used in bloody clay? Like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
That's danger.
And
I say, not having cut myself in the past.
So, my friends, the Basalt clan and the Slate clan are yet to be visited. But as the dawn creeps over the mountains, you wearily spread your sleeping rolls and things out in the caves of the Marble clan here, and you may take a long rest.
Nice.
Woo!
I have to picture that like Willie's feet are sticking out the end of the cave mouth.
Okay, so
We got 2 out of the way so far.
there are you've convinced 5 of the clans, right?
Yeah, 5.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've convinced the Granite clan, the Obsidian clan, the Marble clan, and
The Flint clan.
and the Flint clan. Thank you.
Yeah, and Chalk is a gimme.
If you deal with the Briganox, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You should probably get on that.
Now, if you deal with that, that'll be enough. Just to meta this a little bit. You need 6 of the 8. So if you deal with the Briganox and get the Queen and the Chalk clan on board, you will have the full bunch.
The rest will just come because of critical mass.
Yeah, right.
Because of peer pressure.
I mean,
Or, if you would like to go to the Basalt clan or the Slate clan, you're welcome to.
we still haven't heard anything about.
Not ominous at all. Thank you, Soundscape.
Yeah.
I mean, we have heard, like, as we've gone on, there's just been progressively more and more reasons to kick these guys' asses, right?
Yes.
The Briganox, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Willie, if this conversation comes up, Willie says, we must move slowly. This is all that we have heard from them. But again, how is it? Isn't it much more likely that the bitter end has taken 2 peoples and has turned them against each other since they are enemies now, weakening her foes. They are fighting amongst themselves. They are not focused on her.
Willie,
We have seen time and time again.
so at the end of your rest, you had a slightly uncomfortable sleep, and you kind of sit up as you're saying this to everyone, and Emin's
Crack my head on the ceiling.
Emin's underneath you. Oh, sorry.
Oh no. Emin's gotten squished.
Sorry, Willie, interrupt.
No, it's okay. I was like waiting for like Emin's underneath me. Yeah. But yeah. So I think we should not go in with any sort of presuppositions. We should keep our minds open. We should be guarded. We should be cautious. Yeah, certainly. But to just automatically take the word of one side of this struggle might be a mistake. That is
Yeah,
all I
that's
am
fair.
thinking.
Just to clarify, what did we hear about the Briganox? Were they brought with the bitter end, or were they already here?
Don't think we sought to ask.
Emin knows they're already here.
Okay, so they were already
Yeah,
here.
they're local, yeah.
All right, in
And
that case, yes,
so you
then.
know, basically,
I was under the impression they brought.
the queen was infuriated because they're just always making noise and always hammering and mining away and interrupting the Koreds, and they think that they're working with the bitter end and designing evil contraptions for her.
Though it is probably
They
more
may be.
likely forced to be designing those contraptions, right?
Mm.
Who knows?
Thinking it stands to reason. If we look at all the beleaguered peoples that we have seen so far here in Pismia. There is no way but to tell and to go and see.
True.
Carefully.
So on
Don't
hands
know what
and
happened
knees,
last
Willie
time.
will climb out of the
What
cave
happened
so he
last
doesn't
time?
bash his head again.
We
The
all
mites.
hated each other because of a curse.
The mites. We thought it was the
Oh.
Briganox, and it turned out to be the mites
Yeah.
that made a similar sound, a tapping of metal on rock.
Mhm.
You know, like that.
Oh.
The start of Snow White and the South. We dig, and dig the whole thing through.
Mm.
Now, Emin,
Yeah.
you know the deal with the Briganox. Whenever a mortal makes a wish on the material plane, an echo of that wish crystallizes inside a stone buried deep in the earth of the Feywild. And these tiny creatures, the Briganox, excavate mines to search for these wish stones. And
These
let me show you them.
these guys are not usually negative.
So, what do they do with the wishes?
Here they are. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, they're kind of cute though.
they are kind of cute.
They look
Oh.
like they look like naked mole rats.
Bat moles, little bat moles.
But then schnooters, the schnooters, and those potentially very deadly pigs.
And they're about hamster sized, by the way.
Oh my god.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Yeah, Scarlet made a good point. Do I know what they do with the wishes? Like,
You're not sure, no.
Eat them.
Yes.
They eat the
yeah,
wishes.
I mean,
Consume the
immortals'
dreams.
wishes are immortals'
They
wishes. are
power
powerful
their
things. They have
nightmare
to-
machine
Yeah.
with them.
Again, they might not have a choice at what those wishes are used for, though.
yeah, they could be being extorted.
They could be
Well-
being possessed. We just saw it that we had to. Well, Daisha had to beat the living
Right.
daylight out of someone just to get someone to make sense.
It would be a good idea to at least investigate. So,
Shall we?
do we know where they're like holed up? Do they have like a?
It's this one, right?
Yes.
a big hamster ball that they live in?
Oop, there you go. The Briganock mine.
Oh,
It's there.
the whole little castle.
It looks like a termite hell.
Yeah, it does. Cool.
Well, we gotta go back over past the lake. Hey, Daisha, it's that face that we saw before we got eaten by
Oh, wow, look at
attack-
that. That was so crazy.
Man, we were just there.
To the Briganock mine.
Okay.
Maybe we'll encounter our marionette cart friend again.
As we've traveled along and we've been going through these places, as the lightning's been continuously going and like being through, right?
Yes, and it's always hitting those lightning rods and channeling through.
Right. To clarify, is there a timer on those? Like, have any of us noticed if it's like once an hour, for example?
No, it's natural.
Okay.
That's a great question, because looking at the map as we're walking, and as Willie notices Corey kind of looking up at the sky, lightning, we have lightning rods on all the bonds in the Dalelands, and he's gonna look at those really, really, strange, gigantic towers, those metal towers on the top of the hills and stuff, and see if the lightning is striking them with any sort of frequency, and if they do, what is happening with the lightning?
Like, is it going down into the earth to power something? Like,
is it grounding or what's going on? Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, like I said to Corey, it's not regular.
Yeah, it's natural.
But yeah, these are huge copper lightning rods on the mountain tops, and they're 30 feet tall, and they have symbols of the sun or moon on the top, and the lightning hitting them is natural and random, but as you observe on your journey, and you have been observing whilst you've been here, you do realize that once per hour they discharge the electricity that they've accumulated, and massive arcs of lightning just stretch across the sky and hit the lightning rods on top of Enderlin's castle.
Oh.
So it's powering something.
Channeling, yeah.
This is important.
What is it, Corey? Briefly considering acts of terrorism against ags. Okay. Good to know. Good to know as we're heading over to the Brigands. Because perhaps they will know even more so if they, because we don't know who made them, right? We just know that they were erected.
Yeah.
Okay.
The moon, bitter end, she has the moon face. So
She's got
it
the
might
whole
be.
thing where she doesn't want the sun and the moon to meet because that's what's supposed to lead to her demise, right?
Yeah, she's also got the moon face, but that's also the two minds.
Did we just step into a portal?
John doesn't know either.
Why did we step into a portal?
It was supposed to be a lightning beacon, as written.
Oh.
I will stick with the thunderclaps. Or maybe it makes that noise when it discharges the electricity.
That's a lot
Sounds
prettier.
very pleasant. Very
That was
pleasant.
too
twinkling.
pleasant. Makes me nervous. I'm so curious still about the kite. Sorry, as we look at this map over, I'm just like, why the kite? Why is there a kite? I need to know.
Well, perhaps if you travel in that direction, you'll find out. Also the chair, perhaps.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to both of those at some point. But for now, to the Brigand Line.
Okay. So yeah, you start to make your way through and down out of the valleys and peaks of the Corrid's realm, and back down to that lake shore that you flew over before, Emin and Willie. No pageant wagon now, which has made its delivery.
Aha. Ominous.
Now, let's see. Click on this here. Okay, as you are making your way towards the Briganock mine, you start to hear bells. Handbells from the sounds of it. Ringing. Along with rhythmical footsteps. And as you're making your way through the terrain here, you see 8 goblins shuffle into view, solemnly ringing these handbells as they process along. They're all wearing headdresses made from animal skulls, badgers, wolves, rams, and are further adorned with necklaces of dangling bones.
Do they say, come by, come by? Is that what you're doing?
You welcome?
No, there's a really famous poem called The Goblin Market, and they all wear masks of different animals and stuff, so I thought that's what you were doing.
Oh.
Yeah, I got really excited because we were talking about doing that for Halloween previously,
nice.
so I just recently read the whole thing.
Nice.
It's very long, but really good.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, I don't know. Sorry.
Maybe it's a reference to that.
May have inspired this encounter.
Oh, true.
Corey's immediate thought, after having heard stories, do they have their shadows?
Yes.
Ah.
They do?
They do, yes.
Okay. Free side of relief. Ooh,
Okay.
hello.
Hey, Guild Sophia. Hello, Raiders. How you doing?
Ew.
Hi!
We are playing ourselves some Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We hope you had a fantastic session yourselves. Hey, Creep. How you doing? Hey, Blake. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you all here. We are enjoying ourselves some Fey goings on here. Our adventurers are heading towards the Briganock mine to see what those little hamster-like creatures are up to. Bat-nosed hamster-like creatures. Hope you had a fantastic session, everyone. We have giveaways today from CZRPG and Frictionless Dan, so !enter in chat for your chance to win. We have the fantastic Skull Fort from CZRPG and the Corrid Clans, a Feywild one-shot stuff here. So jump on into that. Thank you, Phantom. Okay, so as this parade, this shuffling parade of goblins makes its way along the valley towards you, what do you do?
This is in the valley before the Briganocks, or?
Yeah, you're kind of down by the lake.
Okay.
And they're headed straight for us.
Yes, they're just kind of processing along.
In a procession, specifically.
Does it look like a parade? Like, is there music happening?
They're
Just the bells, right?
very, yeah, solemnly ringing these bells. Yeah.
If we all let's take a good big couple steps to the right, what happens? What do they do?
Okay, they just keep going.
Yep, just a little bit to the left. Are they trying to
Do
pass us?
they do they correct to head towards us, or just they stay in the line?
No, they're continuing to make their pilgrimage, whatever it is.
Oh,
I'm gonna like.
stay out of their way,
just, like,
maybe.
Processing along. And they
Daisha's
Is
gonna
there a
bow her
way-
head solemnly, assuming it's a funeral procession.
Yeah, I was about to say. Is there a way that they're ringing the bells that seems familiar at all?
No.
Okay.
No. Actually, Emin, with your local knowledge, give me a history check.
Sure. Man, I am throwing rocks tonight. 7.
Okay.
Sad.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Change that dice. Change
Yeah.
that digital dice.
Yeah.
And
Change the color.
yeah, you can go to a different digital.
Oh
dice.
yeah, true.
You can if you want to. Okay, so I mean, yeah, they're just processing along. If you can, hail them if you wish, but they're just kind of moving through. And the leader will look up. He's like, "Good day."
Good day. Where do you head?
Oh, our task takes us here and there.
Is it a noble task? Trying to ask what it is without asking what it is.
Just like
We like to think so. We are the dead ringers. And we process through all of yon, ringing our bells to quieten and comfort the dead who dwell in the storm.
Noble indeed. Do you require any items for your procession?
No, but if you have something to trade, we could commune with the dead.
Scarlet says.
who can we talk to that's dead? Or can we just ask vague advice of nearby ghosts? I will trade my last candy. But
Corey
I
was
don't
going
know
to-
what dead people I want to talk to.
Corey is going to give white lilies.
Oh, no, that's probably better.
To, and carnations. Marigolds, definitely marigolds.
The leader nods. Let us summon forth one who rests. And the goblins shuffle into a circle and just start all clamoring on the bells. It'll cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang. And they chant kind of under their voices as they do that. And as as they do so, a ghostly figure of, let me think, the ghostly figure of a null in quite flamboyant robes appears. What would you ask of me? And the head goblin kind of like gestures.
Go on.
Please.
That awkward silence when you're like, glance.
The bridge to beyond is fragile, and we cannot tax the spirits too much. You may ask 3 things of it.
May we have a quick moment to discuss what we can ask? Is that possible?
Quick huddle.
That would have been amazing if you'd done that before we summoned them.
We were so distracted by how
We
cool it
didn't
all
know
looked.
you could ask it questions. We just thought he was gonna be here. Maybe he'd have auto wisdom. We don't know.
I was gonna say, if it's in flamboyant attire, there's a high chance that it could have been a performer in one of Endelin's plays. We could ask it about
Oh,
Endelin.
that's a good idea.
Because
Take
wasn't
it
there
away.
What can you tell us of the hag known as Endelin?
was bound for Mother Horn to perform plays I had stolen from others less deserving. Until pesky adventurers attacked me and slew me in the valley yonder.
Can we tell where they're indicating?
They point up and right.
Up and so like this area kind of thing?
Probably further north, like, up more towards the Motherhorn.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was my first question.
Should we ask him? Yeah, if he did anything else other than performing, or like what were
Yes.
the conditions of him being bound to Endolin?
Yep. Sounds good.
So you said you were bound to Mother Horn. What were the conditions of that binding?
No. I was bound, as in I was journeying there.
Dang it.
Bound
wasted question.
for, not bound to.
Well, that's an important clarification to make.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, last question.
I have little time for those whose grasp of the language is lacking.
Yeah, he's got a lot of spirity things to do.
Like being dead.
Addressing the goblin, summon the Knoll spirit. Willie will ask, is the spirit's knowledge limited to what it knew in life? Or does it have access to answers supernatural?
There is a certain connection with the realm.
Spirit, from the poem, when the moon obstructs the sun, creeping Lin will come undone. My question is this: to what moon and sun does the poem refer?
It is the end that the hag has foreseen for herself. She believes in it so strongly that even a depiction of an eclipse will weaken her. And you remember that's why she was keeping the acrobats apart, because one of them is the sun and one of them is the moon.
Just wanted to confirm. Just wanted to confirm.
A good thing to confirm.
Yeah. Alright. How about the freebie? If we were to find and bury your body, would that give you eternal rest and send you to whatever afterlife it is that you seek more?
I seek nothing but the strong embrace of my wrestling queen.
My wrestling queen?
Willie slowly backs up and kind of looks over at Corey.
That was for Stephanie.
Or not Corey.
If it was-
And
if it hit
Daisha.
home.
And Daisha.
This is the Null that you killed in the charity game. Who is a massive stand for the Gif Yankee pro wrestler that was Scarlet 64's character.
I was sitting like, am I a wrestler? Did I put that in my backstory? I was having 10 panic attacks, Tron.
Like, was it? I thought you were talking about the lizard folk for a second that got summoned that one time that was in love with Daisha. I was like,
my god, that's so funny.
okay. We know now.
Love it. I love it.
Someone who is recently deceased here in the realm.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you had been to Yon for that game, right?
Yes, it was in Yon, yeah.
Correct.
And the Null, their mission was to free the spirits of the artists that the Null had killed to steal their works and take to Motherhorn. And so they destroyed the Null and therefore released the spirits of the other playwrights.
Nice. But also nice. Alright. Dang, that's fun.
It was a good session.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun session.
I don't know if Creep is still here, but Creep was there too.
Yes. Creep is the wrestling queen that they're referring to.
I think was that Scarlet, wasn't it? It was Scarlet. That was Scarlet.
My bad.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was Scarlet 64.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry, Scarlet. How dare I? If you're present, I don't know. Watch the VOD, I don't know. Shame on me.
Creep was just creepy. With the what was the Uncle Tickles?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Tickle?
It was really good.
It was
really, really good.
Creep by name, creep by nature. That was a chaotic session. Just about managed to continue the story. Okay. Yeah, there's your remembers. Okay. So, as the Null spirit dissipates, the goblins take possession of the bouquets and funerary flowers. And unless there's anything else, they start to process off again.
I think that's it.
Bye.
Enjoy your enjoy the flowers. It gives them an extra couple as a thank you.
Tip.
Well, yeah. Good work, man.
That ghost did a good job. Job.
Just depictions is an interesting take, though. Emin, I might need to talk to you about something in a hot second.
Yeah.
Next time we have a rest.
Okay. And as the goblins with their bells soothing the deceased spirits of Yon process off into the valleys to the north, you turn to the large mountain-like fortress that is the Briganock Mine. Little pinpricks of light shining out as we have on the map there.
I'm
not dead. I feel happy. And you
Had to go for a walk.
Shut up, you'll be dead in a moment.
Right. Look, can you come back round today? No, I have to go to the Johnsons. They had 4 die just this morning. When's he coming back round? Friday? Friday? He'll be dead by this afternoon.
You can't sort something out for us, can you?
the power of shovels.
Speaking of religious processions, they're not smacking themselves in the face with wood.
Oh. Have you seen the bonus commentary on that? It's like, if you would like to learn how to do this, if you do not have access to a Plinkfig, take this DVD case.
That'd work.
Is
That
in
would
like
work.
the director's cut.
Nice.
Funny.
Okay, so you
But
continue forwards through those kind of sparse forests and things there in the bottom right, and start entering towards the mine. And as you arrive, let's see here. Where is it? There we go. Yes. You start to hear the sound of hundreds of tiny pickaxes
I can understand.
and hammers chipping away at stone. It emanates from the mouth of a cave that has fingers of rock reaching skyward above it. Statues of irate, hairy Corrids are positioned so that they lean around trees and peer over boulders, all staring balefully at the cave entrance. And you remember the Queen said that she was doing this.
Oh, that's right. That's
Right.
right.
And there's art.
I'm like, oh,
Art?
Creminis, they have a basilisk.
Oh.
Oh, that one.
It's in the.
That
on the
is
screen.
an incredibly hairy Corrid leg.
He's fluffy. Made out of stone, though. That's
Yes.
wow.
And just you remember that the Corrids put them here to scare the Briganox.
Mm-hmm. I mean, success. I'm a little creeped out. If I walked outside for my lunch break and went just like, oh, jeez Louise, bunch of Maddox staring at you. Yeah.
So, are you going to
Approach
proceed towards the mouth of the cave?
mouth of the mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How tall is the cave mouth anyway?
Can you fit?
It's a cave, it's a natural cave.
Okay,
So,
because
yeah.
you said they're hamster size, so I'm thinking this is gonna be, you know,
Will
oh little tiny creature. Yeah.
you just put your arm in and start looking around?
Scooping up a handful, they're coming out looking like I put my hand in like got
If
the
it's-
bugs all over it, ladybugs all over it.
If it's too big,
So it just is. So, refresh it,
I
please.
did get one use of enlarge.
That's
reduce.
right, you did.
It only lasts a minute though, so
I think, I mean, if you want to, that would remove the effects from Willy.
Oh no, I'm okay.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Keep it until we are absolutely positive that it is necessary. I mean, after all, I am tall, so that makes me more attractive, and my pay has gone up by 25%.
Why does it go
That's
up by
true. It's a true
25%?
statistic in the United States. That
Wait,
Tall,
really?
yes, that tall employees over 6 foot make up to 25% more than people less than 6 foot.
What?
I need to wear
Heels.
Yeah, I need to buy some
7-inch
risers.
heels.
Uh,
7-inch heels.
And at the executive level, tall people get promoted more often and quicker than people that are not over 6 foot. Yeah, true
Wow.
statistic.
So maybe it's not like man versus woman. Maybe it's just that men are statistically taller.
Maybe it's just that big people suck. No offense, John, you're the exception. I mean, I'm 5'8", rapidly approaching 5'6", according to my daughter. So you know, I have some height envy. So just
What a
You're much
sweet
taller than me.
little girl you have. Love-
wait till you have
love
kids.
to her.
They're all sweet. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm
Let me
6'4", so.
Are you?
Well, it's been
Oh,
fun
yeah.
playing, everybody. Okay, didn't know I was working with that giant here.
We are close to the point, though.
What is it? I'm like 5'4".
yeah.
5'4", high five.
Wait, Colby, I have a feeling that you're coming in at about 5'7".
Yeah, no. I went through 4 years of growth hormone therapy to get this tall, which is about 5'4", 5'5", so.
Perfect. Stephanie, I've seen the picture. You're about 5'5" because I saw the wedding pictures.
I couldn't wear
this.
heels.
Look at this. Look at this. You know
Yeah.
all the little people. All the little people are being DM'd by size large here. Oh,
Little fake pixies.
right.
Yeah.
It's alright. Fae pixies have access to polymorph. It'll be fine.
Okay, so
I think they have enlarged reduce as well.
On the plus size, though, we can move through John's space without any sort of move
Hey, that's true. Yeah.
penalty. Yeah. So-
Hugs of opportunity. Let's go.
Okay. Now, you cross the space between the trees and the entrance to the mine. And what's the marching order here?
Well, is Juniper? Can Juniper fit through?
Probably cave.
Into the opening cave? Yes, but might be a bit
Further in. All right.
The tunnels
quite small.
The tunnels are only 3 feet wide.
Okay. Can a dwarf crocodile fit through?
Yes.
These are serious questions. Okay.
My time to shine.
I get like I Juniper probably makes like the sad, but I saved the day last time faces, and I goes like, dear, can you please stand, watch, and hoot very loudly if we're in trouble? We may need you
There
to
we
save us.
go.
But Willie, the tunnels are 8 feet high, so you're okay.
Okay, so I'm stooping.
Yes, bit of a stoop, but you're okay. Okay, so yeah, you start to make your way
Juniper's
across.
big butt can't go through.
Yeah, Juniper kind of just like, just that like Trinket in the Critical Role cartoon, just like plonk down. Wait.
Yeah.
Plumps, sadly pouts.
It's just tricky with a beak. But you do notice one thing.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you step inside the cave, the tapping noises stop.
Eep.
Huh.
The guns, they've stopped. I'll hold back here while you make your attack run.
Can
Yeah,
Corey
it's
with
on
her
the Death Star.
Can Corey with her very keen ears see if she can figure out? Obviously, they stopped because we entered, but can she like see or sense or smell or hear anything in the caves around? Like, does it sound like shuffling for a surprise assault?
Make a perception check.
Come on.
I am gonna say that Emin is wearing it, but we have that granite medallion that gives us tremor sense.
You've
I
got
don't know
it.
if it works for something so sensitive, but
I don't know if I've got it.
let me look up the spell.
I think you've got it from memory because I didn't win that.
It's just once per day. So-
Perhaps instead of coming into their home and acting like we are afraid they are going to attack us, we just merely introduce ourselves. I mean, after all, as Emin has said, they are the size of hamsters. It would be like having a gigantic monster come running into your home. We have to be terrified.
If you gave me the second to check if I could find one, so we could introduce ourselves. It's a 19 on that perception check.
Okay.
Hmm.
You
Hello?
don't encounter any creatures in this upper reaches, but the mine is a labyrinth of these 8 foot high, 3 foot wide tunnels that just corkscrew down into the ground. And as you start to go into the mine's depths, the sound clink, 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 clink starts up again. And you are poking around and searching through these caverns. And after about 10 minutes of searching through the mine, I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I got worms.
Does the face mask do anything?
No.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dirty 20.
A 7.
Oh no.
Oof. 11.
I changed my digital dice and everything.
16.
Okay. So, sorry, just double checking if anyone was immune. I don't think
Oh.
so.
Immune.
Uh-oh.
Immune.
Daisha, what's your advantage against spells?
Let's see.
Is that
Don't
is that
like
UNT?
it.
Yeah. Yeah, Daisha, you have advantage. This is a magical
Well, I got a
effect.
dirty 20, but let's go again.
You're good, you're good.
Okay.
Okay. So, sorry, let me grab those numbers again. Daisha, dirty 20.
Yeah.
Corey?
11.
Emin?
I think it was a 7.
It was.
Willie?
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
The...
And what's
Oh,
your
sorry.
what's your marching order here?
Willie will be in the rear, being the largest. I'll be standing back there with Juniper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Emin's probably in the middle.
I'm probably at front then.
Okay.
Hang on. I just gotta double check something because I can't remember if the thing that I've got for my background does anything. No, I think I don't have any sort of things with charisma. Okay, yep, no, all good.
Right. As you are making your way through the tunnels here, that sound of the picks, the mining picks, is just ringing throughout the space, kind of almost echoing through the tunnels. Ting, ticka, ting, ticka, ting, ticka, ting, ticka, ting, ticka, ting, ticka, ting. And you find yourself falling in step with it, your footfalls matching the rhythm. And Corey, Emin, Willie, you stumble. Your feet faltering. And Daisha, you look around. And hear the lack of movement from your friends. And they are all fast asleep.
Oh.
Oh no. Can I beat them up and they'll wake up?
Let's find out next week.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Okay. Thank you, my friends. That is just time to finish there. So, as the magical, soothing rhythms of the Briganux send 3/4 of our party to sleep, which is great, we shall see what lies in store for them next time. A massive thank you to everyone joining us today. Special shout-outs to Robert Hartley GM and Guild Superior for those big chunky raids. Thank you so much to both of you. Absolute pleasure, and thanks to everyone who stuck around from those raids and for all of those follows and the subscriptions, all those gift subscriptions from before. Thank you so much. Absolutely awesome to have everyone with us today. DGM, thank you so much for all of those gifted subscriptions. Now, we shall find out just what is going to happen to our party here next time. But do not worry, you can come and see us before that, as we will have several sessions throughout the week. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Let us say thank you and goodbye to these lovely people. Villy Grimm, thank you so much. there is a thing that we do for Candlekeep Mysteries that I like doing, and it's a little different to some wrap up things that other streamers do. Let's quickly hear from each of you. What did you enjoy, and or what are you looking forward to as our adventure continues?
Ooh.
Willie?
I even though I've been playing forever and a day, I always enjoy when in the moment you think of the right. I feel like asking the Knoll Spirit that question was like, aha,
that was
finally,
good.
I didn't waste it. Didn't waste it, versus like, oh, tell me, how is Mama doing? Something
Right.
pointless. And I'm looking forward to find out if we're gonna wake up all, Gullivers with Lilliputian strings all over us. I'm just like, yeah, here it comes. Here it damn comes. So that question will be bothering me all week, John. Thank you. Thank you once again.
A pleasure. And where can people find you on the material plane, sir?
Right here. Oh, hi, I'm DM Charlie from DM Charlie Gaming Pro DM. I had a cadre of professional DMs. We're built around a community of amazing, exceptional role players. We are dedicated to providing you with memorable and exceptional, I'm being redundant, role-playing experiences. You can find us on our server. New games will be starting in the new year as a lot of us are wrapping up a bunch of content. Exciting things in the work. You can also find me on DM's Guild with Dan Kahn. We will be releasing an adventure that I co-wrote of Mercanes and Megapedes for the Light of Xeraxis campaign for Spelljammer. And as I like to say my catchphrase, discover your legend, love your game. DM Charlie Gaming. Back to you, DM.
Thank you, Andy.
I love that tagline.
Moving on across there, Emin Pastiche, what did you enjoy and or what are you looking forward to?
I think that the thing I most enjoyed this session in particular, I liked the interaction with Null, the Obsidian clan. That was a very interesting little social engagement that we rolled up on.
Yeah, I think it may have actually finished earlier because there's a couple of times when you damaged him, he was supposed to roll this wisdom save and he had to fail the wisdom save 3 times.
Oh, okay.
I was so wrapped up in describing the combat, I forgot to roll a couple of times. But
it was very picturesque. So.
I think the finishing when he was on his last legs is a good image. I thought.
Yeah.
And out on the material plane.
Out on the material plane, I am part of Vexed Vending, a local art and curio initiative. We have 5 muralized vending machines, very picturesque, in different locations around the Central Florida area. We are on Instagram.
5 now.
5.
Empire's growing.
Kick butt.
Yep, the link for the Instagram is over there. Everyone give them a follow, please.
Do give us a
Thank you.
check.
Okay. Corey, what did you enjoy and or what are you looking forward to?
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlet Songshi, her rapidly losing any sort of cold tablet power. I was playing Corey today. As far as what I enjoyed from this session, I'm very passionate about how powerful art is. So having that be like the satirical, like marionette thing actually come through was like, yeah, stick it, bit. Made me very happy because that is something that's very, at least personal to me. In terms of what I'm looking forward to, I'm always a big fan of nightmare sequences, so I'm very curious to see what we end up sleeping or going through while we're asleep, and I hope Daisha's gonna be okay.
Fingers crossed.
As for what's coming up for me, I'm back to streaming as of this month, more officially. The upload for the Kobold Chaos one-shot will be releasing tomorrow, hopefully, if DaVinci Resolve wants to work with me. And I will be recording a little bit after this session ends with the one and only Phoenix Sawaki, and we are currently taking questions for Dan Kahn, the writer of the person who did the modules that we're currently running through next week. So that's on Loremakers. We're excited.
Bye-bye.
Indeed, yes. All of the links over there in the chat to give that a follow. And I'm very much looking forward to hanging out and talking for the podcast later on. Okay, thank you. And last but not least, Daisha, what did you enjoy and what are you looking forward to?
Well, first I have to thank I'm Hawkridge for just instantly following us on Instagram. Thank you, whoever you are who happens to be in chat. I am excited to wake up my friends and or beat something up epically while they're asleep protecting them. I'm excited for the glory. And
Thank you, Lee.
I particularly enjoyed beating the ever-living loving tar out of a Korrid so that way they could come back to this world.
Indeed. Good stuff, good stuff. Thank you. Okay, and we are QuestJunkiesUK, and we play lots and lots of D&D here in 12 hours. No, we'll be finishing in 12 hours. In 9 hours, we'll be returning to Chesenta for the sneak peek preview playthrough of Chesenta's Tyranny from CZRPG. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic return to those wonderful people over there. Our resident artist, Emma City Art, not responsible for this stream's portraits, but most of our other streams characters are portrayed by her. You can see her and Lily and Patch from QuestJunkiesUK, Skeptic Llama and Sneaky Rogue Thief, Aelin over there, as they find themselves in a bit of a pickle as the river waters surge and try to consume the petulant wizard who would dare defy Umberlee. And that will lead us to this time tomorrow. In 24 hours, well, a little less than 24 hours, I suppose, we will be doing a very special one-shot as I try out my hand as Bear Master for the first time. As we are playing Honey Heists with a very special crew of heisters. We have the fabulous Robert Hartley GM, Little Red Dot from Cobalt Press, James Hake, the co-author of the Critical Role campaign guides, AJ Winters from Winter's Tales, and the dreaded GM, our good friend Josh there. Absolutely fantastic group of heisters. We are doing a reverse Honey Heist. We are in the Shadow Realm, as portrayed in the works of Cobalt Press, where shadow goblins are seeking to infiltrate the Honey Festival of Merrymead, the Bearfolk Enclave in the Shadow Realm. Will they succeed? Will they be able to resist going full bear or full goblin and make off with the honey that they have been promised? We shall see. It's going to be a fantastic session. Do join us for that tomorrow. And that'll bring us around on Saturday, depending where you are in the world, morning or night, or lunchtime. We will be starting our new mini-campaign, the Demethrin 5, over on QuestJunkiesUK. Patch is our fabulous animated intro creator and a fabulous DM himself. And we are playing a fantastic group of adventurers over there, a slightly darker campaign from all reports. Third tier, level 12 adventurers. Mine's quite the mess.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a very, very interesting. Oh, have you not heard this, Skylar? It was originally a level 5 campaign.
Oh wait, no, I have heard of this. This is the level 12 one?
Yeah.
Oh, have fun.
Yes, indeed. So yes, Patch bumped us to level 12, so I had 7 levels to play with. And I went one-shot roulette style and randomly generated the rest of my levels. So I will be playing Gekato, the little humble folk lizard ranger, which is my main class, so level 5 in that. But I am also a level 1 blood hunter, a level 1 druid, a level 3 fighter, and a level 2 sorcerer.
That's a fun group.
Classes.
Let's go. Let's go.
But they did actually come together quite nicely. It's quite a complimentary bunch in there, so it's very nice. I do have an AC of 18 without any armor, which is nice. Which is it's all good. It's all good. Yep, I'm going to be my my little sneaky lizard boy. I can climb up on the ceiling. I can grow to twice my size like Willy is at the moment. With my
Oh my goodness.
I'm a runic.
As a little salamander, you just go.
Yep.
Is dragon.
Well, yeah. Well, it makes sense because I am a draconic soul sorcerer as well. So it works out very nicely. Pure madness. Indeed, Baron. I cannot wait. It's going to be fun. Just have to make some spreadsheets and things to keep track of all my abilities. Right, some flowcharts and things.
Your little Swiss Army character.
Yeah, that's right. And that'll bring us into next week. We'll be kicking things off with the Hunger of Ithrin, our evil campaign in the glacier up in Icewind Dale. They have perhaps found the way out of the Caves of Hunger and grow closer to the crashed, ruined Netherese city beneath the ice. And that'll bring us into next week. We had the week off this week on Thursday, so I'm very excited to get back to Out of the Abyss and Barovia and beyond. And that'll bring us all the way back here to the Feywild. Baron Dragonborn, the Demethrin 5 will be 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, and then 8 a.m. after that. Just one before the clocks change. Right, my friends, thank you all so much. Let us draw ourselves 2 lucky winners. Okay, first things first. Closed up the entries there. Okay, first things first. We have been playing through the Korrid clans from the fabulous Dan Karn. Do check them out, all of their amazing stuff they have going on. If you jump into their email list, you can get some goodies there and hear about everything that's going on with them. And the copy of the Korrid clans will be going to Lee. last minute entry there, nicely timed, Lee. Well done. I assume they are still here. They were just here before. Double check.
They'll be there.
I know, yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay, congratulations, Lee. Good. Glad that's going to a good home. You can play them as one-shots, drop them into any Feywild campaigns or little wilderness campaigns, however you fancy, wherever you fancy some little Korrids knocking about the place. These are they here in the picture. These are the Korrids here. Okay, so yeah, congratulations, Lee. And secondly, we have from CZRPG another one-shot location, the Skull Fort. Again, drop it into your campaigns. Play it as a one-shot. Going to
Yay!
DJM, a fitting thank you for all of those gift subs.
Thank you again
so much for all of those. Thank you so much. And congratulations, indeed, congrats. Okay, thank you all for being with us on this adventure of ours, and look forward to sharing more time with you soon. Now, let's see, where can we head off raiding? Lots of people around. Eesh. Thank you for choosing QuestJunkiesUK from all of the choices that were available to you. DGM, thank you for all of those gifted subs. Thank you so much. Any of our...
We here in the Wackyverse are aware that you have a choice in Twitch entertainment.
Absolutely.
Your time is valuable, and we hope that we were entertaining. We look forward to entertaining you again in the near future. In the meantime, join us as we raid into Phoenix.
Let's raid into Gnome Anne, who is running their Dungeons and Dragons Be Gay Do Crime session.
Oh, do crime!
Yes.
Speaking of Scarlet 64, Gnome Anne is a friend of Scarlet's and often plays over on their channel. I think she's in their Out of the Abyss campaign. So yeah, let's raid into Gnome Anne. She's awesome, and with a bunch of her fellow TikTokers, I believe, if that is the term. I'm not sure. That's
right.
Massive thank you, everyone.
That's right.
Do stick around for that raid, and yes, show some love to Gnome Anne. They're a very creative, fantastic, and chaotic bunch. So I know you're going to enjoy yourselves over there. Right, thank you, everyone. Congratulations to our winners, and we look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. We have some very special giveaways with that Honey Heist, so jump into that as we are being sponsored by the fantastic Troll Lord Games, Dan Karn, and CZRPG for that as well. So do not miss out on all of that loot. Okay, my friends, that is all for today. You know what to do. Stick around for that raid if you've got to let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai. Oyasumi.
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 Oyasumi.